I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb.
I think it's time we try something
I ain't
new.
gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason.
Yeah, right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Yo, what's up, grinders? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So sorry for being late. I was not doing it on purpose. I got stuck at the Target. I got stuck at Target, all right? I was going to Target, and they had to have, I don't know what was going on, but I felt like I was in Zombieland. Oh my goodness. I had to get
it was a Series X. It was a Series S cell.
Oh,
Series S cell.
Yo, look who this dude is. Frogs. Frog's coming back. He's back, baby. Yes, it was not a Series S sale. I don't know what was going on. I tripped over a couple of Xbox refrigerators that was stacked in the lane. But damn, my goodness, they had to take off one of those spider wraps. You know, one of those wraps that they got around these boxes. I went to she told me about the 3 different types of spider wraps to try to take this thing out of the box. And I'm like, lady, just cut it. Cut it. I want to get out of here. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. And then, so I'm wheeling this cart with a box on it, right? Frog, you won't believe this. A woman comes around the corner, looking down, not even looking up. I almost ran her over with the cart. And then I had my phone out to prep the Target app so I could just get the hell out of there, right?
Yeah.
It was almost a collision. So I moved the cart, and my phone goes flying. Now, this is the Galaxy Fold 3. It has the... Dude, it goes flying, falls on the floor, the pen goes all the way, the case cracks, and the lady walks away. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So now I go get a new goddamn case for my Fold 4. The Fold's fine. But my God. What a disaster. I was there for 15 minutes. It was like a nightmare.
At least it was a case and not the phone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I don't need to go buy a new phone. God damn.
No, hell no.
Yo.
Look, I'm not buying a new iPhone until the 17, 18. I'm stuck on the what?
Apparently, this one
look.
goes up in flames at 15.
I bought a 13 Pro Max, and I was like, you know what? I'm not buying an iPhone anytime soon because you know I'm an Apple guy.
Yeah.
I'm not buying an iPhone anytime soon.
You're not playing Resident Evil on TVs. With,
I'm just gonna wait.
Billion dongles.
Nah,
yeah, the phone is good.
Nah,
but the case is not.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got Enrique Alvarez, the first super chat of the evening. He kicked open the doors. He goes, I got footage of Jez playing.
You're my number one customer.
The Forza developers. Oh, my goodness. Yo, And that, thank you, Enrique Alvarez. This Frogs, I don't know if he missed it, but Frogs, last week I opened up the Grindhouse for the first like 20 minutes, and I invited True Virgil to come on to the show. Yeah, Samsung does make nice phones, Froggy. They're pretty they're pretty durable. So and my phone
they're pretty durable.
Okay. But like
now they are.
I invited True Virgil, since he wanted to earn his space off the spot of the VIP grinders, which I did move him a little to the right. But I got him on the show, and we was talking, and also some other people. Cyber Dragon jumped on the show, so we had a couple of people. But he said that with Redfall, that I manipulated the game, that I tweaked the game or something like that to make the vampire not see the bench and get stuck behind the bench. He says I did something with the coding. He said I was playing it wrong.
You're special.
I showed the
footage. So now you're a developer.
Dude, no, I'm a freaking hacker or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. But apparently,
developers.
I don't know what was going on, but he said I did something to the code to make the AI dumb. And I was like, so I'm like, what are you talking about? I just stood behind the bench. I put up the footage of me just shooting the vampire, standing behind the bench, and the vampire did not go around it. Similar to the Forza footage of you see the car when the
dumb AI. I thought you were gonna bring the dumb AI.
No, dumb AI. We got the video of that one, but actually, since Enrique brought that up, I do want to just show. You know what? Where is it? A shout out to Worrywart. And he just captured some footage because Starfield finally got the update that we've been talking about, the 60 frames per second, and he said I was playing it wrong, and that's why I have to play it a certain way for the charm. So
wait, Starfield or Redfall?
Redfall.
They're kind of okay. I want to say wait.
So Worrywart, shout out to you, man. Apparently you're doing something to the code, or maybe I did something to the code. I don't know. Somebody did something to the code, but apparently this is not a problem. True Virgil said it's only us because we don't know how to play the game right. But let me get oh my God, what happened to my screen? Here it is. But let me show you. Again, Worrywart, I guess you're playing it wrong. So here he goes. This is after the 2.0 update. The vampire thought it was going to kill him. There you go. Got stuck again. Yeah, I don't know. You got to play it right. I don't know. Maybe he needs to turn around. Maybe it's like a boo, like in Mario where you got to turn around and then they come get you. But he's shooting the thing. Not working. But he's playing it wrong. Somebody did something. I did something. I did something to the code. So True Virgil, here's another person. Worrywart, join the team. Apparently, we're not playing it right. So this is after the update that they came out with to fix the game. And you know what, Frog? I got to tell you something. There was a 60% increase of gamers. It went from 2 people to 40 people. 60% increase.
2. So I guess I wonder since Red Dead got that 60 frames patch, what it went from.
Oh, dude, but Redfall went from like 5 dudes, 4 people like playing split screen, to 40 people checking out the new patch, and the percentages shot up. They wrote the articles, but I don't know what's going on here. It's my fault, guys.
I don't have an interest to even play that game unless that game is just a bargain bin game. At this point, I'm like, whatever.
Well, there it is. So I got one that's stuck behind the bench that I showed last week, and then now the Worrywart shared this one, and where you go with the tweet here? He said that I don't know what the hell's going on.
I do have a question about some of these games in Game Pass. Maybe somebody in the chat can answer. When games go in Game Pass, is there a certain amount of time? Has anybody noticed that they go on sale? Like for instance, look at the time frame that Halo came out. Is Halo still the same price? Is it still the same price as when it launched, or is it cheaper?
That's a good question.
Same.
Let me check.
No, because I don't know if they go down. I don't know if they really drop in price unless they're third party. I don't know if their first party games drop in price anymore.
Nah, I don't think. I think they do somewhat. Let me see. Halo Infinite.
Because I always wondered that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But like in retail, Halo Infinite on Steam.
No, just digitally. Like I figure if it's in Game Pass, why charge this crazy? Like Starfield's.
Nah, it's still $60 on Steam.
So see what I'm saying? Like, so what's the point of it? I don't really get it. I don't.
Yeah, it's still. Hold on, let me check here. Shopping wise, It's still $60 on Steam. It's $45 on Amazon. $60.
You figure if the game came on Game Pass, didn't do well, within 6 months they would drop it in price for people who didn't hit, so they could just buy it. But I guess apparently they're like, screw it, we're gonna do what Nintendo does, keep the same price for years and years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to really persuade anybody to buy it. I know they're going for the Game Pass thing, but nobody wants to really buy the game either if you're going to keep it the same price.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, Frog. That's $60 just for the campaign because you know that it's free to play.
Yeah,
for the
free to play. Yeah,
and they're coming out with Season 5, which is adding 2 more maps. And
wait, are we talking about Halo now?
Halo Infinite. They're coming out with Season 5.
I didn't even know they were still doing seasons. I totally thought they just dropped it and stopped.
Froggy T White says that it has gone on sale. Yeah, I can't imagine it has not gone on sale. It's just it's $60.
I figured it has, but I just wonder, like,
gone on sale.
Like, I figured, why isn't it like, you know, a $29.99 game?
You mean
now,
like greatest collection or something like that? You know?
Right? Yeah. Did they not do that anymore?
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, they don't. Yeah, they don't have that program anymore. Well, I don't know if Sony even has that program where they go into like the whole.
Well, because you know,
and they reduced new.
Because Uncharted 4, once it sold a certain amount, it was like 29. They dropped to 19. I think you can buy. And same with like Horizon and Spider-Man, and that's why I'm wondering, like, all these games now, like, are they just say, screw it, Miles Morales, you know, comes out. We're going to keep it at the same price it's been. I mean, Miles Morales didn't come out as a full price game anyway.
Yeah, let me see.
But I just wonder, like, are we past the days of greatest hits collections and that kind of stuff?
Oof.
Because Nintendo doesn't do it at all. They don't care.
Wow.
They don't care.
Down.
Super Smash Brothers and freaking Breath of the Wild, the same price that they came out the day they launched. Nintendo does not care.
Oh, yeah, Nintendo. Well, that's why their trading value for Nintendo games is, like, up. Yo,
right.
Look, here's the player count for Halo Infinite, man. It should shoot up again, but look, it looks like each season, when they drop the season, it goes up to like 12,000, and then it halves off again. Right now, they're at 5,800. I'm sure by next week, it's going to jump up again because Season 5 is coming. Oh, and that was something, since you brought up Halo, there was something I wanted to show here. So apparently, with the Season 5 update, they're adding the Master Chief's armor is going to be available for the Hero Max rank, which is cool. So you get Master Chief armor in Halo Infinite multiplayer, and you could grind for it. And somebody asked Mint Blitz, who covers all the Halo games, "Yo, what's up, Salty? How you doing, man?" They asked Mint Blitz, "How long does it take to get this new Halo Master Chief thing?" And some said, "How long did it take?" He said it took him 2,600 games of leveling to get the Master Chief outfit. And people said, well, then it's going to take us double because he's a hardcore Halo player leveling up and stuff. So it's like double for the rest of us. And he says triple for some. So other people go, yeah, so 2,600 games to grind to get that Master Chief outfit there. Plus, they added the ability now to change your helmets in Halo 5. Now in the multiplayer, you can change your helmets. But the grind is there for the Master Chief armor. But no new weapons, no new vehicles, 2 maps. They added some Forge AI, and you could add AI finally to the Forge mode, they said, for the Halo 5 update. So I'm going to probably check it out. October 17th, it comes out. I'm going to jump back in, just check out the 2 new maps. But, dude, I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. Like, they added 1 new gun in the last 3 years. No new vehicles. I guess they got the maps. They added some Forge tools, and now they have the AI that they could put now into the maps, which people now. Oh, and also one of the biggest things that they put back too, Firefight, Frog. They got Firefight.
Ooh.
Yeah, finally they're putting Firefight. They have Extraction as a new mode, which is something from Halo 4, and then they finally added Firefight now, some sort of Firefight mode to it, which yeah. So they're trickling it in, dude. It's trickling it in. So, like, they're doing what they're doing, but I just think it's nice for those that's still playing it, but man, what an opportunity, man. Halo friggin' free to play. They could have turned this thing into a beast, and it is just like finally getting things that it should have had 2 years ago. It took forever for them to even try to get this stuff. It's a shame. I don't know where the management is. I don't know, but I will say, 343 still plugging away, dude. And, but it's just like, woof, I don't know. But I guess Cyberpunk, dude. I like Cyberpunk came back, with its stuff. But again, I don't think, it's different when you have Halo that had like 6 or 7 different games that had all these features in it, and now they're just adding them now. But they are drip feeding it.
Yeah,
and and you got to keep a multiplayer thing engaged. So Cyberpunk, you could get away with that kind of stuff because it's a single player game, So like basically, you're not trying to keep an audience like if there's nobody to play online, then you can't play, right? So you Cyberpunk can kind of take its time to fix it, and then it comes back and you can play it now. But multiplayer though, you got to keep people engaged, dude, for a while, and it's hard. If you're not providing the content and stuff, the expectations that people have. So, but at least I'm gonna check out season 5 when it comes out. I didn't have it on the topics. But Frog, I just want to ask you, what you been playing? Did you do anything since you've been away from your PlayStation? What have you been doing?
So let's see, what have I been playing? I've been playing. When I was away on a little vacay, I just did my games on remote play. On my iPhone.
You've been doing the remote play. How'd that go?
And I played Streets of Rage 4. Played Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge because it came to PS5. So any small game like that, they work well. Thunder Ray, I don't know, it's a boxing game, kind of like Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Really good game. Thunder Ray. What else I've been playing? Mostly games like that. They're smaller in scale. I feel like when you do like your remote play, games like that work better than big games like Cyberpunk and God of War. Those games don't work well with remote play. There's a lot going on. And then my mother-in-law, her internet's not the best. So I had no problem playing those games when I could play them.
Yeah.
When I got back home, I jumped right into Cyberpunk 2077's I jumped into a new game until I get to the DLC. Still trying to finish my Final Fantasy 16 out, believe it or not. And Modern Warfare 3 beta.
Oh, you see, I requested it from how is it? I requested it from Xfinity, and I haven't played it yet. I didn't get to play it yet.
So there's a lot to digest here.
I heard it's good. I heard primarily a lot of people are happy with it.
There's goods and bads. Okay, so I give you here's the goods. Here's the goods.
What's the goods?
The goods are it looks good. It looks good. So let's just start with the looks. It looks good. It sounds good. The other goods are some of the things that it does as far as like hit detection. I think the hit detection is a little bit better. Okay. I'm just gonna some of the perk systems, like some of the things they're doing with perks, I like it. So those are some of the good things. But I think it stops there. And the reason I say it stops there is because I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty's inception. So for me, at my age, picking this game up, this feels like Modern Warfare 2.5. It feels like they put Modern Warfare 2 maps on it. They called it Modern Warfare 3. You're getting Modern Warfare 2 kind of hit detection. Like the time to kill is very long.
Yeah, I heard that.
What I kind of feel like, and it's not a bad thing because I can run into a room and somebody's camping and they may not exactly kill me. And I get time to spin on them and kill them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bad things I have with this game is, and I'm kind of feeling like a lot of my friends are feeling the same way. We were all excited for these 16 Modern Warfare 2 maps.
Rust.
But now,
wait on Rust before.
But now they're calling it Modern Warfare 3. I kind of feel like these maps should have been in Modern Warfare 2.
But they're actually Modern Warfare 2 maps.
They're all Modern.
Rust is a Modern Warfare 2 maps.
Right.
Rust.
Every single.
I remember playing the rooftops all the time.
So
oh my god! The helicopter.
The favela, Rust. So what I could say about this game is like all the guns are kind of new guns, kinda, but like the attachments are like Modern Warfare 2 style. Modern Warfare, and when I say Modern Warfare 2, we're not talking about the Modern Warfare 2 now. We're talking about PS3 360 Modern Warfare 2. I feel like these maps, they're what you get. Like these maps, they're classic maps. I feel like them adding 16 maps day one of all 16 classic maps, cool. My problem is, as a guy who's been playing Call of Duty for so many years,
so much recycled.
I think I'm gonna get bored of this because I got 16 maps, but they're maps I've already played on. Where is the new? And this is what I kind of feel like with this Modern Warfare. I think this Modern Warfare is going to play better than Modern Warfare 2. From what I've been playing, I'm enjoying.
But it's like a 2.5, you're saying?
Yeah, it's a 2.5. This is Modern Warfare 2.5. I kind of feel like what they did with Modern Warfare 2, this should have been all the maps they should have put in Modern Warfare 2. And calling this Modern Warfare 3 and not bringing any Modern Warfare 3 maps over, this is a how can I explain it and try not to be nice about it? I'm trying to be nice about it because
don't be nice. This is a grindhouse. This is not be nice because
I just don't feel like this is enough.
Yeah, but I feel like Frog. We for people that played Call of Duty for so much.
This is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
What are we doing here? How do you give the same maps that we've been playing?
It's the same maps.
Again?
And when I picked this game up and I started playing the beta, and I was like, yo, this is Modern Warfare 2 all over again. Why? And that's, I guess, my brain is trying. I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 maps. You're calling it Modern Warfare 3. The only thing that's Modern Warfare 3 in this game to me going to be is the story, is a campaign. This is Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was like something they were trying out.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare, and this is how I explain it to people. Modern Warfare 1 was Modern Warfare 1. Modern Warfare 2 was something they want to experiment with. Modern Warfare 3 is what they really wanted to make Modern Warfare 2 be.
Yeah.
And I just don't get at this point, like...
So it's Modern Warfare 3 with an expansion to Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer.
They should have just made this... I'm going to be honest with you. They should have just made... At this point, they should have just made this Modern Warfare 2 DLC.
Let me ask you a question. Can you play on Modern Warfare 2 maps with the Modern Warfare 3 game? Is it shared the whole multiplayer?
So how you do it is when you get the beta, you have to actually load into Modern Warfare 2 to even play the beta.
So you got then
you have to play through 2. So my whole thing with this game is, and I feel like this is deal. I feel like me playing the 4 different maps they gave us just in the beta. I'm like, yo, this brought back a lot of nostalgia for me. But this is Modern Warfare 2. Like, what are we fucking doing here? Like, this is Modern Warfare 2 with 4K graphics and higher time to kill. And I'm sitting there and I'm playing. I'm like, I'm on Rust. I'm on Skid Row, and I'm remembering some of the things I used to do.
Friggin' Rust again. We haven't played on
Rust
forever, dude. And they even remade Rust.
Let me tell you something, Jazz. My problem with Call of Duty has gotten to the point where how many Call of Duties can you give me the same maps? And you know how many times we've had Rust?
I know exactly. Frog, how many times we reimagined Rust?
How many times are we gonna have?
Oh my god!
How many times are we gonna have shipment on a Call of Duty?
Yes.
How many times are we gonna have shipment? I don't get this. It's like I kind of feel like these developers, they just got to a point where they're like, we really don't want to create new ideas, new maps. We'll just remake some shit. You'll be happy about it. The older fans will be happy, and we will. But what I'm thinking is going to happen is this nostalgia is going to wear off.
Yeah.
Like, some of the other good things, they brought back in map voting. But here's the problem with the map voting.
Map voting in the 360.
Here's the problem with the map voting. I can get Skid Row and Favela, right?
Yeah.
And it could be Domination.
I remember that was in the beta of Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Favela
and so
I kind of Modern Warfare 2 back in the 360.
I kind of feel like you're getting Skid Row and you're getting Favela, and you know there's what's the other map that what's the one with the cabin? There's one with a cabin. I forgot the name of what it's called, but there's one with a cabin, and it's a big ass map. Yeah, it's a big ass map. It's got a cabin on it. I can't think of the name of the map right off my tip of my tongue. And
let me see.
My problem is
Favela, estate.
Estate. So when we got on the state, every
island, and was
everybody
sniped. Still that little land. Yes, they'll snipe you coming
everybody
out of the state, right?
Yep. Yeah, if you come out that house, everybody snipes.
Sniping.
So so for a beta, what I can say is they put Team Deathmatch in there, which I don't like Team Deathmatch. I never played. They put Team Deathmatch. They put Domination in there, which I don't mind. They put Kill Confirm. I don't mind. They put Hardpoint. When they updated it, they took out Hardpoint and just left you with domination, kill confirmed, and team deathmatch.
Disaster.
And so that right there is a disaster. Team deathmatch.
You like seek and destroy. You like
I like search and
destroy.
I like domination. I like
point.
Game that I have to play as a team that you have to do an objective.
That's what we play when we
screw
play. Yeah.
Screw freaking team deathmatch. Everybody's camping.
Yep.
Everybody's camping.
Get the kill streaks.
Yep. And here's the other thing. Like,
damn.
I got juggernauts, right? So you can one of the skill streak.
I heard about the kill streak. Yeah, let's wrap it up with the kill streak because I'm.
I got juggernaut, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is a badass juggernaut, dude. I got killed by the time I put my juggernaut outfit. First of all, you don't get like, so when you get a UAV, you can just call UAV in. Counter UAV, you have to you call that in. When you get the juggernaut, you have to actually throw a freaking tent on the ground, let the helicopter bring it to you, go to the crate, open it up, put the juggernaut suit on.
Oh.
I put my juggernaut suit on. Man, I think I was we were playing hardpoint. Got in a hardpoint. Man, I probably got hit like 3 times and died.
Really?
I was like, what was the point? Yeah, I was like, what was the point of this juggernaut suit? Like, yeah, I got destroyed. I was like, what's the point of this juggernaut suit?
That's like a high kill streak.
There's some things. Yeah, there's some things in the game they're gonna have to fix. Like some of the things in the game are broken already. Like I can already tell. Like the way that they have certain things set up is broken. Like that little machine. I can't think what it's called. It pulsates. It's supposed to slow you down. That shit doesn't work. It doesn't stop anybody from coming in a hard point or a point. Like there's just things about this game. I'm like, I think I could have respected if they just said, you know what, we're just gonna go blatantly, straight up, call it Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like what's gonna happen is
right there.
I'm gonna get in the honeymoon phase of this game, Jazz. Yeah. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be happy, see all these maps, and then after about 3 months, I'm like, where are the freaking new maps at?
That's right.
That's what I'm gonna be asking, and people are gonna be like, well, we gave you 16 maps. No, but you didn't give me any new maps. You gave me all the maps with the same freaking layout, with the same. I kind of feel like they're just kind of they're lost. They just don't have any new ideas for maps.
Dude, I told you, dude. Like what happens is like they are in acquisition mode and not much. They probably thought they were going to skip this year. Remember, it was kind of they didn't know whether they're going to go this year. Or not, and they kind of skipped. They were going to skip, and
here's one.
Oh, let me thank Ron M for 5 gifted members.
No, you
just made the list.
Yo, he gave Virtual Dan, Chad, Stud, Brian East, Wana. Nick got one. Nice. And Froggy,
when I can
play RoboCop. Yo, RoboCop looks damn good.
You just made the list.
RoboCop it looks interesting. What I will say, and then on this, and I'm going to end on this note is, buyer beware. If you've been playing Call of Duty for as long as I have, buyer beware. If you're not into the Call of Duty franchise and you haven't played Call of Duty in years and you want to come back to it, this is probably the game to come back to it. I will say that. And then the last thing I'll say is
you just made the list.
Just be prepared for a lot of BS in this game. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to start doing my streams faithfully, streaming when I'm my multiplayer, because we have some really fun times. Me and the people I play with, we have an amazing time. We have fun. But I just kind of feel like this is going to be one of those CODs that I play. And I wanted to play with some longevity. When I play COD games, I put hundreds of hours into them. I have 200 hours in just multiplayer with Modern Warfare 2.
So much of it.
And this and that's the other thing. This is a Sledgehammer produced game. I think I really like I really think Sledgehammer should have they should have pushed forward and did Advanced Warfare.
The down year, Frog. You know that.
I just hate the fact that Sledgehammer gets shitted on, man, because I think out of all the Call of Duty studios, I think Treyarch has fell off. I think after Black Ops 2,
did they have the zombies in the beta? Because that's another thing they were talking about.
They didn't have the zombies in the beta, but I think something's coming in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
so they didn't have the zombies in the beta.
Open world zombie type exploration. It's open world
and check this out, Jazz. I only bought the $69 version, right? Yeah. The cross-gen version. Everybody is buying the $100 version. They're running around with these freaking weapons that when they shoot you, they turn you into feathers or diamonds or something. I can't stand these pay to win. And a lot of people are going to say they're not. Call of Duty is all pay to win. Like I swear, people when I'm playing Modern Warfare 2,
with the blueprints,
dude, they got guns in there. I got some guy in there. He shoot me, and I turn into I see the pentagrams and devil, and I'm like, yo, what is going on here? Like, I just think that they're all pay to win. So I'm like, I think this Call of Duty is really making me
distraction. That's what it turns into.
Yeah, it's kind of making me say more and more like, damn. As much as I want a shooter.
All you get are like demon faces and stuff like that. They're like call signs, but
dude,
they're distractions.
I'm so sick and tired of it, man. I'm so sick and tired of it. We're Call of Duty. I used to love Call, and I'm just every year less and less.
Call of Duty.
We'll revisit it when it drops, man, because I got it pre-ordered.
Yeah, the game I played, and maybe another disappointment somewhat is NHL 2024. So hockey.
I wanted to hear about that.
Back. All right, let's go Rangers. I'm done with football. Giants are horrible. So let's.
Oh, hey, my Jets are looking. My Jets did pretty well, but
I'm gonna be a Jets fan now. That's it. That's the only.
Hey, wait, and my stopped.
What happened?
I said my wife's 49ers can't be stopped. What they did to the Cowboys the other day is ridiculous.
They ran
over it was ridiculous.
Dude,
Dallas should be ashamed of themselves. But I love them. I hate Dallas, so I love them whooping Dallas. But yeah, my wife's 49ers can't be stopped.
Let me tell you. So I played the Alpha Beta's former roommate version a few.
Oh no!
And well, I don't know what's going on now. YouTube's doing its thing again.
Yeah,
it's doing its thing. So anyway, I played it, and so they added this pressure system to it where now if you stay in the zone, there's like this circle that keeps accumulating pressure. So there's like fatigue. That's basic. I know.
Wait, what?
Yes. Yeah. So like your team gets tired.
Well, the vision passing system. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
or no?
It's actually there's a meter that gives. It's a pressure meter. What they're trying to do. Oh, Frog's a little loud. I'm quiet. Hold on, I'll fix it.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me move my mic around.
Yeah, I'll move that down.
Am I better? Yeah, am I better?
Yeah. Down a little. So, they exhaust engine. So you can see right here, they added this pressure sign, right? So when the pressure increases as you stay into the zone, I don't know what I was going. YouTube's going whack. But as the pressure increases, there's fatigue building on, and your goal, you get tired, your team gets tired, and then most likely
you get exhausted.
You get exhausted, which is pretty good because it does add the whole thing where like you keep it in the zone and things like that. The thing is though, is that they improve the goalie saves finally. Like they still do some whack ass goals, but the goalies now is that they do some crazy saves and stuff like that, so they don't fall for the one-timers as they always used to fall for now. Now they do some spectacular saves. There's cool replays and stuff like that they kind of highlight the big saves, even in multiplayer online, so it doesn't just show you the random crowd. So they did help with the presentation. The goalies do better animations. They stopped the whole hit stick stuff where you could just knock people out every single time, so there's a lot of weight to that. So the good things is the pressure system I do like because it seems like there's better to keep it in the zone, and the goalie saves are much better. But there's some weird glitches in this game, dude, where people are scoring like from the lower red line, the puck is going horizontally and just goes into the net. Like they're scoring some crazy ass angles. So I had some crazy goals. Like somebody scored from the corner of the wall, like along the red line. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Wow.
So there's some weird puck physics things going on. But I have to say, the flow of the game, I think, is definitely better. They improved it. I thank God they fixed the goalie saves, but people still do their cheap-ass goals online. And now it seems they mapped, this is the biggest problem here, they mapped a lot of the tricks to the face buttons. So the whole like windmill thing where you can lift up the puck and swoop it around into the net.
That used to be the stick.
Yeah, it used to be skill stick. Well, now they're on the face buttons. So now people are spamming these whack ass crazy moves if they have a player that can do them. So they're doing like these like behind the net kind of like old goals that you would see like once a season, and people are trying to do these friggin' crazy ass moves with the stick, like wraparounds, like in the air and stuff like that. So, yeah, they changed it to the face buttons, some of these modes with total control, rather than doing the stick and stuff like that. So, not a huge fan of that. And, yeah. So, that is NHL. It's all right. hey, I use the EA access, so I played the 10 hours. I get it to wait. Maybe if it's on sale, I'm interested. We'll see how the Rangers do this year. That all depends on like how much I want to play these games. But I'm already like not winning online, and people are being cheap already, hiding behind the net, trying to do these cheap ass goals that they're trying to do. Yeah, total control skill moves. Look at this. Look at these freaking moves these people doing with a press of a button, and it's freezing. Press of a button. Look at these moves. Look. Who does all that? Look, you press the button to do these trick moves. Oh God. Yeah, there's the move right here. This one around. Look. There it is. The lift and tuck. Dude, the people are trying to do that the whole time online. Dude, look at it. The lift and tuck. How many times you see that in a game? I don't know, dude. I don't know. EA. I played also the soccer. FC. It's the same thing. Just now without FIFA. And it's a little empty now. That doesn't have the World Cup stuff in it. Seems a little empty. But otherwise, that's what we're playing. Next, I want to talk about this VR stuff. I have a little VR talk here. Frog, I know you don't have VR too, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah, so what I wanted to just say, I've seen, first off, the sales of the VR, the tuck and high. That's right, Nick. Yes, and that's what I do. So before I move on to the VR stuff, I do want to just say, what I do is I pay $30. I know in Game Pass you actually get EA access with the 10-hour trial. On PlayStation and other ones, you get $30. You get 10-hour trials of all the sports games, which I think is enough for a lot of them to play them online and realize, like, yeah, it's the same stuff. And if you really want the game, by the time your 10-hour trial is done for me, they usually go on sale, and they're like $30, $40 worth the season. And then you could buy them physically, and then what you do is you trade them in at the end of the season, and then when they put it inside the vault, then you get the game. So they usually put it at the end of the season. You'll get like $20-something back for your trade-in, and then they'll go to the vault, and then you have the game. So that's the kind of the finesse I've done with sports games on that one. So, but you buy it physically so you can trade it in, because once it goes into once it goes into the vault, then you can play it. So, but that's about it. That's my scam for EA. They scam us, I scam them. That's what I do. Whatever it is. $30 to play all their sports games, yeah, I'll take it. Because I think 10 hours is plenty to find, like, yeah, that's about enough. So, VR talk. So, October's a big month. They're going to have Ghostbusters coming out. That's jazzness. That's right. That is some jazzness. Oh, no, if you trade it in while the season's still going on, you could get about $20 at GameStop. And a kidney. Trade a kidney. No, they give you about $20 at GameStop. If you still trade it while the season, not when the season's over. Once the season's over, you're screwed. That game is worth trash. But if you trade it in around, like, for hockey, if you trade it in around February, March, yeah. But EA's been holding on to the vault a lot longer. They used to put it in when playoffs started. Now they kind of wait before. So, and same thing with football. They used to put football in around December, January. Now Madden, they put it in like right near Super Bowl, right after Super Bowl, the scammers. EA access sucks ass. I don't know. $30, if they increased it by a penny, I wouldn't buy it. Even a penny. EA Access, they don't even put games in there. Like, they don't even put freaking Star Wars in there. That shooting game that they released, they don't put that shit in there either. Please. Scamming goddamn EA. EA's been trash. Well, anyway. So, VR stuff. Yeah. And also, too, and you know what? Those sports games have turned into trash ever since they added that mutt, gut, jut, whatever the hell that shit is. It used to be, right? They used to add, like, a lot of the third-party games, a lot of their other games in there. They stopped. Star Wars was the first hiccup. Like Star Wars, they didn't put in there for a 10-hour trial. And then the vault just dried up. Like that other game. What was that one? Frog, what is that freaking other game that came out? That was with the shooting and the magic. What the hell was it?
Enforced
or of I don't know what the hell it is.
What is it called? I know what you're talking about.
What the hell is it?
Hoodwinked. What's it called?
Hoodwinked. Oh, it's called something. Grinders, what was that EA game that they added with the freaking magic?
I know what you're
guns?
talking about.
Hoodwinked.
Avium.
Avium. There it is. Avium.
Yeah, something of Avium.
Asses of Avium. That's what I'm going to call that game.
Yeah.
Asses of Avium. And
there you go.
Asses of Avium. No 10-hour trial. And not in the vault. Immortals of Avium. There we go. Asses of Avium. Thank you, Forgetful Gamer. That's what it is. The Immortals. Thank you. I knew it was something. Hoodwinked. I call hoodwinked. But, yeah, that wasn't even in the 10-hour trial. It's an EA game. Goddamn. So, now, VR talk. So, VR now is kind of in the getting ready for the holidays, right? They got Ghostbusters coming out in October. They had some games now. I was looking at Firewall. Firewall got a little hit. Like, I'm seeing the Crossfire is actually doing better. So I'm trying to debate now between the two of them. Crossfire is like I think Crossfire is like, it looks like it's a sort of, like a light gun type. Well, not a light gun game, but it's on kind of walking around areas and shooting guys and stuff like that. Like almost like a cool kind of like Time Crisis type look. Whereas Firewall, they had to do some updates. Listen. I had some stuff with VR here. I love the VR. I think the technology is incredible. I love the experiences that it does. But I do have to say, I was thinking about this VR stuff. And when I'm looking at the VR stuff, I feel that there was a lot bigger push. And Frog, you can let me know if you think wrong. Also grind in the chat.
No, I'm listening.
I feel like there was a much bigger push with the VR1 and a lot more support from Sony first party, like Sony games with the VR1, even modes and stuff. Like, I'm surprised we didn't have any kind of VR expansion or something, or VR something for Spider-Man, or anything, like any kind of another VR project from Sony besides Horizon. And and I felt like with the VR1, there was a bigger push. There's tons of games. I'm not saying there's no games on the thing. I just felt like the push for VR was a big push from Sony on the thing. I think they did a great job though with games. Now there's tons of games in the system. They're doing a lot of the Ghostbusters, I guess, is another one. That's Sony with that one, but not with that first party. But I just feel that I wish I think maybe another thing too is that I didn't see demos and stuff like that. Like in the stores and people, maybe that's what it was, dude. Like maybe in the stores there was a lot of demos to test the tech out and to kind of really sell it. I feel like they put it out there, they got the games, and it's like, hey, if you know VR, here are the games, enjoy. And they're not really trying to grasp the people that maybe have a meta and maybe want something better. Oh, there we go, good rhyme. Have a meta, want something better, and I just feel that where are the demos? Like, where are the demos in stores? Where's like the at the conventions and stuff? Like, I'm hoping at PAX and stuff they have it, but I just feel that it's so they just put it out there. They got the games, and I'm not saying I don't have the games. I just feel like the marketing push for it. But Sony's been quiet overall. Anyway, and we'll get into it with the Last of Us stuff, and kind of their roadmap.
Oh yeah,
and
we'll get
roadmap.
into that.
But like, I feel though that and Firewall didn't release in a good state. That was a big game I was hyped for, and when I saw what happened with it, didn't release. Oh, and another opportunity is, where is the VR trials? Where is the VR in PlayStation Plus? I even think about the trials, dude. Like, you have the trial program. VR games will be perfect in trials. An hour trial for a VR game or a half-hour trial, they should be, or even if you throw it in PlayStation Plus to try out some other games, like, throw in a VR game here and there in your PlayStation Extra or something like that. Instead of Saints Row 2, why don't you throw in, a little bit of VR or something? You know what I mean? Like, do some VR. So, like, I feel like there's opportunities to kind of really grow the VR and show some, like, really kind of market the hell out of it. Like, I feel like that they kind of just put it out there, threw a bunch of games on there, fun games. The technology's there, but I really think it's one of those things like, you got to show people how good this thing is. And, and now with the Meta coming out, the Meta 3, maybe they'll feel that there's some more competition here. But, I don't know. I just felt a little bit with the VR. I know they're demos, but I think Sony could be integrated right into their trials. Like, trials would be great. With the
PlayStation is going through a weird time.
It is weird times.
There's something going on with PlayStation. This is a weird time for them. There's something going on. I don't know exactly what it is. Hopefully it's not
right. Oh, I'm sorry, Frog. Some of the movie part. It's like trial games and VR games and PlayStation Plus. They added the movies. Oh, geez.
Oh my god, dude,
that
when I saw that, I was like, what the hell is this?
We'll add that as a Grindhouse topic. Did you see that thing? Put the friggin' movie, that Sony Core?
Yeah.
Sony Horror?
And so I downloaded because I thought if I owned the movie, I was going to have it. Oh no, you got to buy that crap over.
You want to hear something? You want to know what grinds my gears? Goddamn Sony Core does not support movies anywhere.
And they should. That's bullshit.
I gotta do it. Where's my Holy Spirit? I need the Holy Spirit to come raining down on Sony.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit.
Lord
activate.
Sony. What the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, how do you not do that? Support movies anywhere.
Movies anywhere. So
everybody supports it, but you don't.
I know.
I don't get it.
I bought some of those Sony movies, like Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
Yep.
And that was not showing up in Sony Core. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, oh my god! I'm like, because the one good thing with Sony Core is that it does have very high fidelity of streaming. Like, I think the quality.
Yes,
I have it on my TV, but it does have some like 4K Dolby. Like, it really is a very high quality bitrate for streaming. But otherwise, dude, the movies are like old ass movies, and like I could see the integration. Like, I know people were rumored about Crunchyroll into the thing, but I could see the integration where they could put some game movies like the Resident Evils, but they're kind of shit movies. Like, put some like game movies in there as this stuff, but like to add that as a perk, I'm not gonna complain. You got free movies, like whatever, watch some movies and stuff like that. But like the fact that I got movies anywhere, it didn't support any of the game movies that I bought. Sony movies, was kind of whack. But it's just But like I said, add PlayStation VR games to the goddamn Plus as a perk, and the friggin' movies. But anyway, that was some. You're right. There's some weird stuff.
There's some weird shit going on over there.
Yeah, like they got the movies. Like, I really think though, like if they really wanted to, they should use this as a platform, because they do make a lot of movies and TV shows. And if they wanted to kind of funnel that into here, because they do make tons of stuff, but and even some of with these crossovers and stuff like that. But you got Twisted Metal on Peacock. You got Last of Us on HBO. Like, you're already fragmented. You're not going to be bringing this stuff to you anyway. So, like, and you have Uncharted movie in Netflix. Like, you're all over the place anyway. So you really can't funnel people through this thing. And renting movies at $20 and buying them for $25. That's the world we live in right now on this stuff. But Crunchyroll, I think, would be a great ad, because that's like $7. My son watches the hell out of that stuff. That'll be a perk for him. I don't have to pay that. That'll be included. So if they even do that, that will be a good perk. And a lot of people in anime and gaming, that fits hand in hand. So that does make some sense. So we'll see what they do. But again, I'm not begging for movie things. But PlayStation VR trials would be nice. Like, and the trial program on that one. But I do feel that there is a something going on. And we'll get into
something a little odd.
It's something weird. Like, I don't know. Like, they've been quiet. We know Jim Ryan. I didn't talk to you about the Jim Ryan thing. Him saying he's tired of flying and he's done in March and April. Virgil was telling me that he's fired. He was fired. I'm like, who gets fired and says they could leave in April?
I don't think he's fired. I think I think his time is up. Just like a lot of the other guys there. I think that he's moving. I think he's moving on to something else. I just hope the next person they bring in as a permanent guy can be a little bit more like Jack Tretton. I think Jack Tretton was kind of like the guy that I like the most when I look at, Jack Tretton. For some reason, it's like Jack Tretton was just a guy you kind of like, okay. Even Sean Layden, he wasn't horrible, but Jack Tretton, I think I like Jack Tretton most out of everybody that's been in that position. Jack Tretton to me was the person.
Let me get the super chat. Cosmic Hero 160. He goes to 20. Thank you so much, man. He goes, you guys feel like Sony will do something after Spider-Man 2 releases? I hope so. They're way too quiet.
They have to.
Hope next CEO talks a little more. Sony is letting these smaller cuts become a bigger problem. Sony, please do better. Dude, I can't agree more, and that was going to be going right to the next topic. Thank you so much for that, Cosmic Hero. And Frog was already answering some of that. I agree. I think they are being too quiet. I think they're being, and again, you got to get clear. Like, this is not saying there's no games that, Spider-Man's about to release in a week and so like, I agree. There's games there, but I think overall for a roadmap, and I think the problem is that the expectations have been set. In 2020, when they did their PlayStation showcase, they kind of was like, everybody wanted that, like, oh my god, whoa! Like watching the show and everybody going crazy. Yo, Knights of the Old Republic, and then like all those kind of crazy announcements. Wolverine, were you kidding me? Spider-Man 2, oh, these reaction things, and like they kind of did that. Then, ever since last year, ever since this,
we haven't had a moment like
deal,
that.
They have, and on top of that, not really shared what Naughty Dog's big project is. In what Santa Monica is working on, with he teased it, so it's not like he was all working on God of War. What was Corey Balrog working on? Oh, I'm working on something else I can't talk about.
You're my number one customer.
What is Naughty Dog doing? What is Neil Druckmann? What's Sucker Punch doing? What is Studio Bend working on? And it's like, if you're willing to say Wolverine from Insomniac, then what the hell are these other people doing?
Exactly.
Like, you announced Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. Yes, Wolverine's a big announcement. But, like, if you're willing to go that far out with Insomniac, what about everybody else? And that's where the quietness happens, because we don't know what they're working on next. And they had opportunities to really push to really put their foot in the ground, because you're coming up, and I said, after Spider-Man, that's kind of their wave. Like, that was everything they kind of announced besides Wolverine and some other games, like Devil Inside, that little game and stuff like that. But beyond that, we don't know. And we need phase 2. And my speculation is that they are holding on to this stuff to announce with this quote-unquote mid-gen refresh. What else would you do? Here comes the PlayStation Pro 5. And look, here's Studio Bend's brand new game utilizing the power of these extra flops that we added. Oh, look at this. Look at that. And it's like, I think that's what they're doing. Like, they're using them as a kind of a second wave launch for a mid-gen refresh if it exists. Now, our good friend, what's his name? Mr. Henderson, said that September was going to be the announcement of the ridiculous PlayStation 5.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn. The Slim Jims. Well, he says no. They delayed it. Oh, well, thank you. It's October. Yes, I would make the same assumption. He said September.
Yeah, I would assume that too. Yeah.
But Frog, it wouldn't even make sense. What the hell?
It wouldn't make sense, though, at this point.
Yeah, why would you release hardware with Spider-Man? Why would you do that?
I was about to say that. Because you released the Spider-Man console with Spider-Man, so there's no point. I don't think they talk about this until hopefully next year, or maybe at the Game Awards they say, "Hey, we got something new to show you."
That's it.
I don't know.
I know, and you're right.
Is it Sony's PlayStation is going through a weird transitional period, and I think that, and maybe I'm mistaken. I think that maybe they're sitting back to really see what Nintendo's doing with their next system. And it's not that they're scaring them. It's just that they know Nintendo's Switch is just, it's a monster seller. Even though they sell, Nintendo's games sell and their consoles sell. I don't think there's any big fear from anything that Microsoft's Xbox is doing from anybody. I don't think that Microsoft has a foot or a hold in the game. I think they'll eventually become a publisher. And I'm not talking about fanboy shit. I just think that the route they're moving, I don't think they have a hold in the game, a foot in the game. I think they'll just become a publisher eventually. I think that Sony's PlayStation, they have to find some kind of grounding foot in the main, make sure they maintain that living room spot. And I think the Switch is, whatever Nintendo does with their next system is, Sony's definitely looking at it. They're definitely looking at it.
And this is the thing, like, people get wrong, like, they're quiet and stuff. I think the biggest frustration that I have is with this lack of kind of like one time a year, just show, like just talk about what we're doing, like not an indie showcase, not third party partners showcase.
You're my number one
customer. Time a year, and you know what? Maybe they take a page out of Microsoft's book, and it doesn't have to be at E3, but just one time, just talk about your prestigious first party studio show. And that would be really nice to know what like, you know, what's going on with that stuff. That would be really cool to see, you know, and I feel that not having that kind of one time and not having it last year and then having to showcase what they had this year, where it was like a lot of their kind of the couple of service games, which didn't even show even that. Like I complained about that, where they showed the like not fire sprite, like whatever they showed, what the friggin' what the hell was it? Concord and the other one. And they're supposedly coming out next year and didn't show the gameplay. So maybe we will see a big blowout at the Game Awards. Maybe after Spider-Man drops, it's the Game Awards. Then January, they announce whatever the hell they're doing. And, you know, maybe they do a state of play or something like that at the beginning of the year, and they say, hey, here's the gameplay, here are the games, let's go. Spider-Man has passed us. Like, I agree. Sony has been very calculated in the way they've been doing their games. They don't talk about the next game. I remember God of War last year. It was Horizon, 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 Horizon. Once Horizon dropped, it was like, we will talk about God of War in a bit. And then, like, God of War, nobody talked about it. And then they ramped up with God of War. And they kind of did the same thing. Final Fantasy. Now we run up with Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man 2 is going to be like...
Yeah, and I think...
that's going to be
and that's the other thing I was going to say,
out.
Jez. I think that they really want to get Spider-Man 2 out there in the wild, let it do what it's going to do, and then I think they have...
consoles, dude. That's
yeah,
the next
I think
thing.
that's when they start talking about stuff, because Spider-Man 2 is like the end-all, be-all of what PlayStation 5 right now has. Outside of Spider-Man 2, after that, though, we don't know what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, we have an idea.
Really
Well,
don't.
we got Final Fantasy, but I'm talking
we have an idea. Talking about from the, definitive first-party studios.
Yeah.
Like, they really need to talk about that.
I'm not saying there's no games. I'm saying we don't know what we're playing. I'm then going to market the hell out of Final Fantasy Remake, and that's going to go wild as well.
Of course.
So, like,
oh, yeah.
It's fine. Like, it's fine on the games front. I'm just saying from just a roadmap about... I'm just very excited to see what Sony's first party is going to do with the PlayStation 5, and I think that's what it comes down to.
Right.
After seeing what they did with Horizon, that friggin' DLC, like, I want that feeling again of what they're going to do with this tech. Even with God of War, some of those fights and some of those combats and scenarios in God of War, it's just that when you get a first-party game, I just want to see what these studios are going to do, because the talent that they were able to do with the PlayStation 4, and that's where a lot of it comes from. It just comes as excitement as a gamer to see what the studios are going to do, what they were able to do with Ghost of Tsushima on the end of the PlayStation 4. It's like, I want to see what the hell they could come up with on this one. This is not about there's no games to play, that we don't know what's going on, Sony's in trouble. No, it's none of that shit. That's all bull. That's all like...
Now, I do have a question for you, Jez.
It's just...
I do have a question
I want to see what their studios are going to be able to do with the PlayStation tech. That's what I want to say.
Here's my question. My question is, as we know it right now, let's just speculatively speaking, as we know it right now, Microsoft should, by all keywords, should have their biggest year next year with the most launches, because we didn't get a lot of anything this year. But 2024 should be a big year for Xbox as far as game releases.
I don't think so. This was the...
You don't think so?
Starfield is...
You don't think we get Avowed, we get Fable?
Avowed is on the same level as Starfield.
No. What I'm saying is, as far as quantity, I think they push a lot of games that, like Hellblade 2, Avowed, Fable. I think we get a lot of games.
Hellblade 2, I'm excited
next
for,
year.
but do you really think Hellblade 2? This is what I mean. What I'm saying here with Microsoft is that it's sort of downhill from here, like in the sense of level games, like Hellblade.
No, not big AAA.
What I mean is the level of hype for Starfield, the level of hype for Halo, Hellblade 2 is not there. Like it's
not there.
2.
No, they don't have any games like that. No. No. But I think their output next year is a big deal, though, and I think maybe that's what Sony's waiting for.
What we're gonna say is that I'm hopefully, this is who knows, because you can't trust them. Microsoft will have a more consistent output neto year. They'll have decent games. But the problem is, though, Frog, is that when their games are released, it's I'm sorry's. We got to do it. We got to do better. all like it's never just
we heard you.
We heard you. We got it. We'll add. We'll fix it. We'll patch it. And what's crazy, we'll lead us right into the Forza stuff in a bit. We're seeing the same stuff. Well, not at launch, and the glitches, and it's not the Forza that's like. And I'm gonna go on a rant about that thing. But like, it's always an excuse. There's never just drop a banger and we move on, and we're talking about it for months. But next year, what's on the list for them, dude? What are they, Avowed? First of all, we saw gameplay to Avowed. He's like, oh my goodness, Holy Spirits on that one.
Hold on.
The luscious members and
Spirit
oozing mushrooms, or what the hell bootleg Jez is talking about.
Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit activate.
Yeah.
Would you ship that?
So,
you just played?
Yeah, that Hellblade 2 I'm hyped for, but I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm interested in it.
I want to see gameplay, and I think we'll see more at the Game Awards. But to the level of Starfield, the hype.
No, not on that level. Not on that hype level. No.
I don't even know if Fable or Perfect Dark hit that level.
I don't know where Perfect Dark is. I think that's in development.
I don't think they're even coming out next year. Maybe
I don't think that's coming out next year.
At the end of the year.
I think Fable comes out next year. I think Avowed comes out next year. I think we get a big output from Xbox, but I don't know if we get the oh my gosh, these are the quality games we've been waiting for. I think they're gonna throw out a whole bunch of good games next year, and whether good is the word I'm using as far as maybe we get some 6s, maybe we get some 8s, and maybe somebody somehow. Maybe. Hey, I'm just going by what Phil Spencer said.
6s and 8s. He did say that.
6s and 8s, man.
You are quoting.
I'm quoting what he said. 6s and 8s.
If you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true.
Yeah, so I don't expect great games. Let me get Glinza with the 5. He goes, no competition for Sony has them resting on their laurels. And sadly, Naughty Dog has become remake dog. Remake dog. No. We're going to talk about that. And then the game night. 1, 2, 3 coming in here. He goes to 20. He goes, with Ben Studio, we only know they started working on their new IP back in 21. Oh, shit. Wait. Hold on. I'm reading this. He says, so I doubt they'll have anything substantial to show in 2 years. But some studios, Bluepoint, that's another good one. Bluepoint, that's another one. Where are you? Bluepoint, Santa Monica, we should be seeing something soon. Thank you so much, Game Night. And I agree. I think next year, early in the year, maybe January or something, there's going to be a display of what these studios are working on. And like I said before, like if they're willing to share out what, Wolverine, if they're going to go that way, we could do a little like what's going on. But again, then you know what? Internet's a son of a bitch all the time.
You're my number one customer.
They show a logo. Studio Ben's working on this, and then everybody's like, a logo? We don't want to see a logo. We want to see gameplay. So basically, you rip off your nose, spite your face, whatever the hell that whole line is. Like you just shot yourself in the foot. Like they did with Concord. Like come on, dude. But I think they're just gonna show gameplay, and we'll probably. I want to see at the Game Awards if they're gonna have some presence of some announcements. I'm thinking this Game Awards should be very big in announcements. I hope Keeley doesn't have a bunch of
I would think so.
Grapes.
You just made the
list. I hope he
list.
doesn't have a bunch of smuggling grapes and some bull. But there should be some big announcements because the year that we had this year with games, the gaming industry should be kind of coming back on that stuff. But
I agree.
Josh Ayers said he says that not December is the PlayStation anniversary for 29 years. Oh no. 4-star General, 23 months of a VIP grinder. Oh, shit, I gotta go to VIPs. No one can compete with Xbox. Best refrigerator, best cookies, and best flute. The flute. Do I even have the flute anymore?
You just made the list.
Oh, damn. Oh, Frog. The flute. Frog whistling it.
Hey, I'm just whistling it.
You just made the list. You just made the list.
Booty walking into studios.
Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Robert Lawrence at the 5.
You just made the list.
VIPs, they're rolling in. They want Corey Massey, Cosmic Hero, Billy Akira, Rumble H, Chad Stud. Oh, no, wait, who else got it? Ryan Lamb's got it.
You just made the list.
Oh, man, they were rocking. We rocking. Yo, well, speaking of that, let's go to the VIPs. Let's go see what they're up to. Let's go see what they're up to. The VIP Grinders! We got new people added to the list. I gotta make a new thing. True Virgil, you have been moved. We have moved True Virgil. True Virgil earned his spot. Move. A little to the right, nut. Hey! I'm a man of my word. I moved him. Hey, hang in there, baby. Hang low. Quality nut. Let's go.
Where's the lamb sauce?
He moved a little bit.
Can you goggle my balls?
Oh my God. Oh, I gotta get Lincoln. Hold on. Thank you again, VIP Grinders. We'll have to add some new people. I got some work to do now to add some more people to that list. Thank you again for the VIP. He's stuck in the middle. A little to the right. He's gonna need a friend there. He's gonna need a left nut. We're gonna need a friend there. Let me get into. Oh no, what happened? My soundboard. It broke. Hold on. Let me get this. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta get. Let's pull. I don't know how to do this crap. I hate the Discords. Let's move him to. Hold on. How do you move him in? Fuck, do you not pull somebody in from the? Oh, there we go. Is this?
Should be able to just bring him over.
Yeah. It'd be funny if it's drag his name into the chat. That'd be wonderful. But that don't work. Unless I do. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me get this thing done. Get Link in here. Link, what's going on? There we go. I did pull him in. Yo, Link. You can't hear him? We're going right to the Last of Us. You came right here. You got to play him in. Hit that like button, Greg. We're over 375 people. Hit that like button. Link, you in here? Link.
Yeah,
There he is. I told you in.
All right,
Damn, Jez, you just kicked me out of the Discord, man.
No, I didn't. I had to open up another channel because I opened up it last week, so I had to fix it. So
You opened a new one, or?
No, I locked it and then made a waiting room so I could pull people in because I just gave the link out to that chat, so everybody came in to that one. Because last week I don't know how to use goddamn Discord, dude. But I'll keep you in there so you could just jump in it. They don't have to pull you in at all. So I'll just do that. But yeah. But anyway, I pulled you in because because I had I didn't know what True Virgil thing is a member of the crew here like every week because I play games a certain way. He said. But anyway, Link. So, we'll wrap up this roadmap thing. So, what do you think about this PlayStation roadmap stuff? Do you think it's a bunch of foo-foo, or you think Sony's been quiet?
What PlayStation roadmap?
Exactly. What PlayStation roadmap? Well,
That's the point. That's the point.
Feel like they've been quiet, and in the sense of kind of let us know what their first party.
They have been very quiet. I mean, they seem to be going with this new strategy of kind of announcing one game and just kind of focusing on one first party, focusing on that one and moving to the next one. You know. Do I like it? No, but they're also delivering a lot of exclusive third-party deals and stuff like that. So I mean, it's cool. I would love to know what some of these studios are working on, and I can't wait to talk about the Naughty Dog. When we get to that. So
that's the next one.
yeah,
and I just think no, we're not entitled to the information, and I do think I'm not worried because PlayStation is going to deliver. They always have. So. No, I'm not worried, but as a fan, I would love to see what's coming.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
I agree. That's what I wanted to. Because like I said, I think the major thing is that I want to see. We saw what that first party was able to do with the PlayStation 4. Some of these studios. I want to see what they could do with the PS5. No Crush Gen anymore, and then what they did with Crush Gen, that was incredible. But let's see what they could do now with the PS5. So that's the main thing. That's why I really want to see kind of what they're working on. It's more of just excitement as to see what they can do with it. And I feel like there were some opportunities, and maybe this ABK deal supposedly closes this week and then we're done. So maybe then, but I don't know. I think the Game Awards, but I think once Spider-Man drops, they don't want to interfere with the news of Spider-Man. They're not going to announce anything now, but I think once the Spider-Man drops, now they're going to focus on next on Final Fantasy. But in between there, I think they could definitely the Game Awards is a start, and then maybe next year do a state of play as to kind of what's coming up because they need to because technically we really don't know enough. Release dates and stuff like that. We just know release years for some of these games, and we didn't even see gameplay to some of them, like Concord and stuff. And I think probably the Game Awards will be the place for that one. But Spider-Man 2 is going to be absolutely. The thing is that Spider-Man 2 is going to take over the goddamn world. Like seriously, it's not going to. PlayStation is going to be flying off shelves. They bundled the goddamn game with the system, just the plain system, not even the Spider-Man system. So just a regular system bundle with Spider-Man. And it's there to move the consoles. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna be the thing that you talk about until Final Fantasy. So it's gonna be huge. I can't wait for freaking Spider-Man. I got the ultimate 12 inches, 16 inches of Venom ass or whatever's coming in. Pause. What the hell's going in? It's all coming in. But now speaking of the studios and just some of the stuff. This rumor came from this came from a job posting, right? Somebody said they were working on Last of Us 2 Remastered. And that's where this thing blew up because there was no official announcement of Last of Us 2 Part 2 Remastered. It was found, and again, people looking at job posts of developers. What do you think of this? Link, I'll let you go first since you wanted to talk about Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. What do you think? Do we need it? Do you want it? Are you excited for it?
Last of Us Part 2 is my favorite game of all time. So I love it. I want it. I need it. I knew it was coming. So this is kind of Sony's strategy with a lot of their titles when they bring them to PC. They remaster. This is what they're going to do. We saw it The Last of Us Part 1. We saw it Uncharted. They're going to put out a PS5 version of the game, remaster. And they will also launch a PC one, maybe 3 to 6 months after that. Because they're clearly... So they're trying to do something for the PlayStation 5 owners and give the PC players the game. I don't have an issue with this because this game is not stopping us from getting a new IP or new titles from Naughty Dog. We know they're working on new games. We know Neil's got a new IP coming. So this right here is not hurting anything at all. I don't have a problem with it. I think people being outraged are dummies because honestly, how did you not? There's going to be a Ghost of Tsushima on it. Well, they probably won't do a remaster for Ghost of Tsushima since they put out a PS5 version already. But there are going to be more of the remasters that come to PS5 and PC. I don't have an issue with it. I think people being upset about it. Naughty Dog just released a AAA game 3 years ago. How long do you think it takes?
Yeah,
they just released Last of Us Part 2 in 2020.
The year PlayStation 5 came out.
Right. Naughty Dog is not going to have another game for us for at least another probably 2 years, 1 or 2 years. So they usually take about 5 years or so to make their AAA games. So this game coming out is not stopping something else from coming out. I think people are just outraged for nothing. If you don't want to buy the remaster, you don't have. It's probably going to be a $10 upgrade if you own the PS4 version.
Well,
you don't want to buy it. It will.
They did. Part 1 was a $70.
That was a remake. No. That was a remake.
Oh, so you're saying this is a remastered? It's not a remake.
This is just they remastered Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. It was a $10 upgrade. It's going to be the same thing here. It's going to be a $10 upgrade if you want the PS5 game.
You don't think this is going to be $10? The $70? You don't think this is going to be?
No, it's not a remake. It is a remaster. They have already stated what their policy is going forward. They re-released something on the PS5. It's going to be a $10 upgrade. They did it with Death Stranding. They did it with
60
the last
frames, though, right? There's already 60 frames.
There's already 60 frames, but what you'll get all the DualSense features. You'll get the SSD, because right now I play the game every now and then. There's almost a 2-minute load to get in the game when you load your save. So you'll get 2 or 3 second load. You'll get all the DualSense features. You'll get the update. It's already got 3D audio with select headphones, but now you'll get the 3D audio for the PS5. You'll get a 120 frame per second mode. It's just going to be enhanced for the PS5 console. It's an easy remaster.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be new content. So, I mean, it's going to be a $10 upgrade. Sony has stated this is how they're going to do. It's not going to be a full $70 purchase if you own the game already. So, for me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to get it because I would love to play the game again with the PS5 features. So let me ask you this question.
What do you think?
Well, yeah, I if it's a $10 upgrade, I don't have a problem with that. If it's a full release and they're trying to charge me like they did, and like Link said, it's not going to be remake because I had no problem with not buying the Last of Us remake at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it when it went down in price when it was like I think $29.
I got it too. Yeah.
So and
yeah.
I felt like
I played it when the season started.
Yeah.
I bought it at $70
and I don't have,
and I didn't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't feel bad for people who do buy it at that price. I'm just like, for me, I played The Last of Us 2. I think it's a great game. But, if it's a $10 upgrade for a PS5 version, great. If they're talking about, hey, you got to spend $69 on there, nah, I'm not buying it.
Let me ask you a question. Why would they deviate from the policy they already set in place? It don't make sense.
I would hope they wouldn't. I would really hope they wouldn't, but they, Sony's on some weird stuff, man.
They never
doing some weird stuff.
I think that $10 upgrade thing is. I think that $10 upgrade thing is long gone. I think Horizon was the last time they were going to.
Nope, that's not true. Nope, that's not true.
I don't know.
You don't think they'll charge $69?
Oh, I think they'll charge $69.
No. I think it's going to be a full. No, I don't know if it's going to be I doubt it's going to be a full $70 game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a remaster. It's not a remake. But if you own the PS4 version, I don't understand why Sony would do something different than they've been doing in the past. They did not say Horizon was the last game that was going to get a $10 upgrade. That I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, they did.
No, I would.
No, they did not.
Yeah, I would.
No, people were complaining about the Horizon update, and he said that was the last $10 upgrade.
I'm gonna tell you, you're wrong. That is not what they said.
You're telling the Grindhouse is wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you wrong, Jez. No, way back when they announced Horizon and they put on the PS blog, the game was going to be $60 and the upgrade was going to be free. So they had to backtrack on because they initially promised the game to be $60. When the game came out on the PS5, it was $70. So anybody who bought the PS4 version got a free upgrade. It had nothing to do with a $10 upgrade path. There was no upgrade path for Horizon. The game was the same price on the PS5 and the PS4. So that's not true. That doesn't apply to that game at all.
No more free upgrades. That's what it is. So you're saying no more free.
Free upgrades, right?
No more.
They said going forward, we're going to make this. They said going forward, we're going to establish a structure here. If we release a game that has a PS4 version on the PS5, if you own the PS4 version, there will be a $10 upgrade. Now, if this game was a remake, okay, then it would be a full price title. There would be no upgrade path. This is a remaster. So they said it. They made it very clear going forward how they were going to handle this.
Right, you're right on this one here. Hold on. I have it right here. It says, I want to confirm today that moving forward, PlayStation first-party exclusive cross-gen titles. Okay. We don't have cross-gen anymore. Newly releasing on PS4, PS5, both digital and physical, will offer a $10 digital upgrade option from PS4 to PS5. This will apply to next God of War and Gran Turismo 7. The other exclusive cross-gen PS4 to PS5 titles published by Sony, the other ones. So the $10 upgrade will be there. So no more free upgrades if you own the PS4 version. So you're thinking that Last of Us Part 2 coming out next year.
If it comes out next year.
If it comes out next year, if it's real, will be
It'll
$10 upgrade for those that own it already.
Yep, because it's just a remaster.
$70 for
how much did they price Lost Legacy when they put out the PS5 and Uncharted 4?
I don't know. I bought it and played it again.
So.
It was a $10.
I mean, I don't think I had to.
Upgrade, but I don't remember what the price.
I don't know if I had to pay for it again.
It was a $10 upgrade.
It might have been $10.
No, I know
it might have been $10
because I paid the $10. But what I'm saying, I don't know what the retail price is if you didn't own the game. I don't think it was a full price game.
And I agree, too. I think what they're doing, too, is with this remake, you're right. They're prepping it for PC launch, and they're like, why don't we just put it on PlayStation 5 at the same time? And that's what they've been doing. So
because they're just going to give... I mean, you got to think, why would they give
Lost Legacy?
Why would they give the PC version, all the bells and whistles and not upgrade it for their own fan base?
So yeah, and that's probably what it is.
I don't
on this thing.
I don't have a problem with the $10 upgrade at all.
No, I don't. Not for that game.
No, I mean, if it was
problem.
like I said, if they priced it at $70 and didn't give you a $10 upgrade pass, that would be shitty as hell, and they would be deviating from what they've been doing.
Definitely.
So,
that would be
right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you something a little sweeter though. This is why I should be the next. I should take Jim Ryan's job. What I think they should friggin' it was $50. The grind is the same $50.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't 70. Yeah.
Hear this. Watch. Everybody's gonna be having all the hearts gonna pop up soon in the chat. Hear this. This is why I should be president of gaming. God damn it. What I would do with Last of Us Part 2 was I would do a Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, you want to do a remake and make stuff a little sharper, but I would do a Last of Us Part 2 director's cut. You add some extra story elements, cut things that were cut from the game and added that, extra scenes and this and that, maybe another story. So you probably have tons of little stuff that you could add. Do a director's cut, an extended edition, goddamn Lord of the Rings style, extended cut, another friggin' 30 minutes of story or new area that they cut from the showroom floor. That's what you put in goddamn Last of Us Part 2. The game is so huge. The characters are so deep. The story is so intense. You add a goddamn director's cut. Neil Druckmann on the cutting room floor. Add that shit. That's what you do. And then you slap $70 on the goddamn thing. And you got everybody who bought it on PS4 buying it again. Director's cut, baby. That's what they need to do.
I mean, I agree, but realistically, I think
no thanks. Holy
but I would love it. I would love it to happen.
The hell's going on here?
I would love more content. I mean, I
more
would buy
content,
it.
dude. Yeah, like more.
But I
content.
think they're focusing on making their new games. So,
all right.
Yeah, I was about to say
this is what happened, right?
I don't know.
So what happened?
I don't know if the director's cut would be good because they're working on new games.
Yeah, they're working on new games.
But
now with
this
Last
stuff on the Last of Us Part 2 floor.
So with the Last of Us Part 1 remake, what happened was Visual Arts was doing that, and then they started remaking the game, and then Sony Naughty Dog took over and finished it, right? So
yeah, boy says extra golf swings.
You got one team working on Factions, which shit might never come out, and then you got Neil his team working on the new IP. So this is just some little spin-off project. It's not going to be nothing substantial. Yeah, not going to be nothing substantial. I mean,
that was cut. Director's cut. The Factions.
I know, right? I don't think that shit is ever coming out.
Oh man, I don't know. I just figure there's so much to the game. Like I'm sure they got tons of stuff that they could cut. Like if you're gonna do remaster, man, add like extra scenes or some extra stuff, extra dialogue, extra storytelling, extra. I don't know, man. Like I just think that would be kind of cool.
It would be.
We got almost 100. Yeah, why not? But we'll see. But that's the thing. We're working on other things. I don't know. Like I want like. And that's the thing that came up out of this whole thing was what is Naughty Dog working on? The Factions thing supposedly canceled or
we know what they're working on,
Last of Us Part
Neil
2,
said he's
Part
working
3.
on a new IP. He said he's working. Nope, that's not what he's working on. So they're working on a new IP right now. Neil's working on a new IP. He said it in interviews. He's headed the new IP. He won't say more than that. And then we know the other team is working on. They had the one team working on Last of Us Part 1 remake, and they had another team working on Factions. So so Last of Us Part 1 got put out. Factions is in hell right now. It's in development hell. And Neil's working on his new IP. I hope, I don't know. I want Part 3 of Last of Us, but who's going to be working on that? Because he's not going to let a spinoff team work on Last of Us Part 3. He's going to head that.
No way.
So,
but Last of Us Part 3 is going to take a long time to make, I'm sure.
Oh, it's going to take at least 5 years. So I don't know. We'll either get that at the tail end of the generation.
Uncharted? They're done with that with the daughter.
They're not doing anything with Uncharted. So I don't know. Another team within Sony could start do that, but they're not working on it. So they're not doing anything with Uncharted.
I'm just like see. I think also too. I think with the TV show, I think that's why somebody's like, just leave Last of Us and do something else. I think they kind of got their, you know, I have a, you know, what's interesting is that I have this kind of feeling how HBO did Game of Thrones and
You're my
Will
number
Help
one
the guy that
customer.
wrote the goddamn books, and they're like, we'll make him write those books faster to try to get the content for the show because people wanted to see the show, and it's like, I'm hoping that's not happening with HBO again, where they're like, okay, we need a Last of Us game now to pull more content into the shows and stuff like that. Even though they probably could split season 2 and 3 into you know, 2 seasons and stuff like that. But like, it's like, come on, Neil, you got. He's like, I wanted to work on this new stuff, and isn't it supposed to be like a space game that's pulled out of the world, like maybe what Ellie liked, that space thing? That wasn't that what like rumored what there was.
That's rumored. We just don't know.
The rumor is supposed to be a sci-fi game. Some kind of
sci-fi game.
But then there
like
was some leaked concept art from Naughty Dog with this medieval setting as well. So we really just don't know.
I agree. Zero Steel. Where's Days Gone 2? Where's Ghost of Tsushima?
You just made the list.
Ghost of Tsushima 2 is going to take some time. I agree with that one. But we're going to end the poll here. We have 100, just about 100 votes here. Let's end the poll and see what the grinders are saying about a Last of Us remake. Part 2 remake. 57% say no and 41% say yes. Are you interested in a Last of Us Part 2 remake? So just about half. You know? And you know, it's an incredible game. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know, I replayed Last of Us Part 1 remake. Incredible. I was like, yeah, and I waited for the show, and I wanted to go through it right before the show. I didn't buy it at launch. I waited on that one because I just finished the game like a couple of years ago, and I knew the story and stuff like that. But then, you know, when the movie came out, I wanted to go through it again, the TV show. I went through the Uncharted Lost Legacy and Uncharted 4 again. These are incredible games. And again, one of the things that is a great game never gets, like, a great game just lasts forever. Like, when you play, you're like, this is an incredible game. And one thing that kind of grinds me a lot is when I play these games, remastered or not, I go like, it was doing so much at the time when it released that we haven't seen.
Let me ask you a question, Jess. Has is Microsoft first party even gotten close to what The Last of Us Part 2 is?
Nope.
Now, remember that internal review from Microsoft?
Yeah.
Where they said the game is far beyond anything they could achieve on console or PC?
And
they've yet to achieve.
But I'm telling you, when you play those games, honestly, when you play those games, Last of Us Part 2, even you play right now, you play that game, you're just like, there's nothing out
That
right
was
now
done on a 1.8 T-flop console.
Exactly. And that's why I want to know what they're working on. That's why we're so eager to find out what Sony's first party's working on, because what they were able to do with the PlayStation 4 and you're like 1.8, what they were able to do with that, like, what the hell are they going to do with this? And that's where, like, our excitement is. But the thing is like, when you play those games now, just play them. You're going to be like, there's nothing out there that does this. Like, I was watching just some gameplay again of Last of Us Part 2 because somebody just put it up there, and I'm like, the animation, the combat, the blood, the
attention to detail, the dismemberment,
insane.
I saw a video like where a guy, it was like a little reel where he was doing all these different kills. I mean, I was seeing stuff that I'd never seen in the game.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean,
and even going through Uncharted, I was like, I played Uncharted 4 again in the remastered. Like, again, I was just like, it looks incredible. I'm like, the action sequences, the dialogue, the story, what you're doing. I'm like, I'm playing the game like, this looks incredible now. When this came out, we haven't seen anything to match up to this.
Oh.
So, and that's why I said, like, you could keep remastering and remake. Dude, how many times have we had Star Wars remakes and Godfather remastered, audio remastered, 4K and this? When you have classics, yes, they will get the nice polish to keep going. I think the
Why
issue...
does it...
Oh, I'm going to say, I think the issue is that we don't know what they're working on, or we haven't seen their next thing. Because if we did, and we saw they're working on Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, it would be like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But did you see the Star game that they're working on? Did you see the space game, or did you see this? And the problem is that we don't know what's next for them, and all we're hearing is a remaster. And it's like, well, wait, they just did a remake. Now they're doing a remaster. Where's the new game? And I think the problem is, again, this is where the silence... Or
but the thing is though, you know? these things aren't. it would be one thing if that's all we were getting, right? But it's not,
exactly.
and that's why I'm not worried.
doomed.
That's why I'm not worried.
You're right, and it's not, and you know what they're gonna come out with is gonna be incredible. But the thing is like it's not dooming. It's just, I guess, this little point in time where there's frustration with. We want to know what their next game is, like, this whole factions thing. And I think the issue they did is they went on Jeff Keighley's Smuggling Grapes show and showed some concept art. And it's like factions, like, multiplayer, and now to hear that it's not on hold and all this other stuff, now it's sort of like, we're going backwards. We're not going forward. And I think the messaging is a little off. I think so. I think that's the issue with the messaging. Like, he went out there last summer saying we're going to hear it about this year, and all we heard this year was that it's on the burner. And, Bungie went over flipping tables, apparently. But nothing from them, though. And that's the problem. When you're not talking, when you're not stating clear what your studios are working on or what's going next, the leaks do the talking. And now Jason Schreier is creating the narrative of what's happening at Naughty Dog, making it look like you're not cooking. And now, because you didn't get in front of it, you're staying quiet, you're letting them doing the statement of what's going on. And that's the issue. That's the issue for it. The problem is that the messaging is not there because you sent him out there. That was you. It wasn't Jason Schreier. You sent Neil out there to show the concept art on Jeff Keighley's show. I don't know if Jeff Keighley was grabbing ass, but you sent them out there. Now that was out there in the public from you. Well, if you didn't have any plan to talk about it this year, well, now it looks like we're taking a step backwards. And now we did. And then they go onto a job post and somebody sneaking around on friggin' LinkedIn, see somebody on The Last of Us, and now it's like, what? You're doing a remaster and not something new? What are we doing here?
You're my number one customer.
Unfortunately, as Persona will say, optics, the messaging, does not seem to be there. You got to get in front of that stuff. You got to be confident. You got to show it.
Well, the problem is, and this is one thing, Sony has not announced a remaster of Last of Us Part 2.
No, they didn't.
This is all coming from somebody's
LinkedIn
or some kind of. Right. Yeah. This shit may never come out.
Maybe it was a typo.
It may come out in 2 or 3 years from now. We don't. It could be being worked on. But what I'm saying is like Sony doesn't have to speak on this because this is a leak. So it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, they don't have to speak to this. But I'm saying the problem is because of their not doing a showcase for a showcase and the state of play, like, because they're like where they are. And again, they're not going to announce anything now, right? They're not going to, because Spider-Man's coming out. They're not going to say, oh yeah, we're working on this. Then that'll kill Spider-Man hype. Let Spider-Man roll the dice, kill everything, and then once that thing clears the land, then you come back in with your news and you start talking about it. I think there'll be clarity of what their studios are working on early next year. I think they're going to do something because now that Spider-Man's out of the way, I think now that's where it's going to happen. Let me get some of these super chats here. It says here, the Claymore's attending goes, remasters keep devs working while the studio creative plans new IPs and engineers work on new game systems. It's simply a way for devs to keep working and the company to make money. Yeah, I agree. I think exactly what Link was saying too. Like, I feel that we've seen Sony's MO. Like, they are going to give the polish and stuff, put this on PC, but also give the remaster or whatever to.
This is what I think is going to happen, right, Jez? I don't know if they're going to immediately after Spider-Man start talking about what's next from the first party, simply because they've already announced Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Watch the showcase because March is the end of the quarter thing. And then also that will also they'll have Jim Ryan leaving at the end of that month, and they'll kind of like, hey, here's all the good stuff. Don't worry about Jim leaving. Here's all the games that we got lined up from our first party. So maybe you're right. Maybe they're just gonna go to Final Fantasy next hype. They got Helldivers 2, Josh said, and then March is showcase time, and that's when they do what's going on, because exactly, if they don't say anything, they release Final Fantasy, then Jim Ryan leaves, changing of the guard and stuff, and there's no kind of PlayStation roadmap, like, what's coming next, like Concord gameplay, last of the Studio Ben's game or something like that. March will be a great time to kind of make sure that, hey, Jim Ryan's gone, but we're good. And here are the games. So maybe you're right. No, right. You'll do Spider-Man.
You know what I'll say?
And then go into March.
This is a whole bunch of nothing, to be honest with you, because the average consumer don't even know what the fuck we're talking about or even care. This really, they know there's games coming out. They see the, Final Fantasy. Helldivers, Spider-Man. There's some shit coming, and it's exclusive, right? So for the most of the people that Sony really needs to satisfy, doesn't matter. But to us enthusiasts that want to know, we want to know, right?
I know. Yeah.
But right, we want to know, but it's not going to affect their bottom line. Their business.
Of course, yeah, of course. Like Cellblade, Pure. Like there's a lot of games. Again, none of this conversation.
You got no. You know what else?
Silent Hill,
Rise of Ronin is also early
Rise
2024. So they have a lot of titles.
They got games. This has nothing.
They're not first party, but they're published by Sony and they're exclusive games.
Yeah, dude. And
so
this has
not
nothing to do with like there's no games to play. It's just like I said before, I would like to know, given how great the studios worked on the previous generation, what they're able to do with this one. I want to see.
Right.
So you're right. I don't want to, and again, I don't want to just see a title like, hey, they're working on this, and it's like, I want to see like what it looks like on the PlayStation 5. So yeah, I guess we just have to be patient, and I'm not very patient. Yo, I see Sick is in here. What's up, Sick? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up?
Sick is in here. What up, Sick?
Yo, he slipped in.
Shit,
he got in. I never pulled him in. What's up, man? How you doing?
I just been playing with some, whatever. But I've been enjoying the conversation, man. I've been listening since the beginning. I thought you guys had some interesting takes, man. Some interesting takes.
Oh man.
Listen, man.
We gotta come in and drop kick people here.
Not really. Not really. I didn't say they were bad takes. I said they were interesting takes.
Interesting takes.
They were interesting
What do
takes.
you think?
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm probably one of the people who looks at Sony with the side eye the most. And it's only because I spend so much money with Sony, right? So I'm kind of looking at them like what they're doing, and I have to pull myself back every once in a while and say, yo, you got to give them some sort of grace because, bro, they didn't let me down. This generation, I have been entertained like a motherfucker from the beginning. From the beginning, you know what I mean? And when other companies weren't outputting, Sony was outputting. Even in the midst of whatever the fuck is going on with Sony right now, they're still outputting. They're making sure that there's experiences that people on PlayStation get. Lost Soul aside, which I don't see how none of y'all mentioned that, but that's probably one of the games I'm looking forward to the most. That Stella Yams. Definitely Rise of Ronin as well. But that's just from like the third party deals and I guess second party deals that they've done. They also, they announced Fair Games, which I'm looking forward to it. Maybe not a lot of other people are, but I'm definitely looking forward to Fair Games. I like to rob billionaires, so that's great for me. That's right up my alley.
And Payday 3 is horrible.
Well, I don't know. I was supposed to buy Payday, but I just never got around to it.
Well, you couldn't play it apparently for the whole first week or something like that. It was down.
Yeah, it wasn't of importance, man. But I'll get to it eventually because Payday 2 was really fucking good. So I don't know how they can go completely downhill from Payday 2, but it's possible. I mean, we see what's going on with Forza. We see. Well, actually, no. Let's back up a little bit. What's going on with Forza is exactly what should, and it's the natural progression of things when you don't want to pay for games. What the fuck do y'all expect them to do? Like, I gotta actually give Microsoft some grace on this one.
Dude,
y'all told them that y'all don't want to buy games, so they say, okay, we just not gonna give you a complete game when that bitch launched.
Oh yeah, they gave it to you. They gave you 2 fists, no lube.
So whose fault is that? I mean, come on.
Well,
like,
what do you think you're gonna get? You think that's what these people sitting there thinking that they're gonna get these like epic? And you think Avowed is gonna be a washed up goddamn Oblivion?
When that ABK shit finally closes, good lord. God bless all of y'all that like ABK games, bro, because y'all finna have some bullshit. I'm just trying to tell y'all because look at what they're doing to their own first party games. The shit that they've had for years. So what do you think they're gonna do when they have to take on the bills of a whole nother other fucking business? You think all that shit just gonna be is all gonna be the same? Oh fuck out of here,
They're
dog.
going in there to
Shit is
say,
about to
cut the
go
budget.
completely left. But it's your fault. If you own an Xbox and you've been walking around being a Game Pass billboard, you are the reason that your games are turning out. So we can get past the fact that Xbox has no games because that's not the case anymore. Now they have games, but it's not quality. It's quantity versus quality. They can't give you quality because they don't expect to make any money from the games that they create.
Yeah.
So we just gonna give you whatever. Who the fuck has to put out a 60 FPS patch for a game that already looks like some bullshit?
It doesn't hit 60 either.
It's not even like the game was just so beautiful you could understand why they gotta go the extra
I got a question,
mile.
Stick. I got a question for you. Okay, so we've seen these trailers at these showcases and stuff for these Xbox games.
Oh wait,
and then when they actually come out,
all right, wait.
any of
Let me
them.
just read these two shoot chats for Naughty Dog stuff. Then we'll go to Forza stuff. Let me see. I had Cosmic Hero. He goes, Naughty Dog needs to move on with The Last of Us. Kind of sick of the franchise. Sorry, Cosmic Hero says he's kind of sick of the franchise.
2 games and they sick of it. Oh my god.
You know what? Let me speak to that because I think that's the actual topic that you're on right now, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was gonna go to Forza after this. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I ain't even really got nothing to say about Forza. Forza always been trash.
Oh no, I got some shit to say about Forza. I get my drink.
It's crazy that people like to hype that game up and try to compare it to GT. They not even in the same
don't even play
fucking
it.
stratosphere, bro. Like I don't even know why y'all keep doing that to yourself.
The
But
PS4 version of GT looked better than the damn Series X
yeah,
version.
I mean, it is what it is. But I digress. The Last of Us, Naughty Dog. I must say, that is the most disappointing saga I've ever seen in my life, dog. I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. I understand what y'all gonna say. I know I sound pessimistic as fuck, but I have to be honest when I say this. Naughty Dog is on the brink of irrelevancy. I'm sorry. I know people don't want to hear that. I know y'all. I think Naughty Dog is great. I do. And I'm pretty sure my mind is going to completely change when they show us what they working on next, right? What they truly working on next. But, dog, come on, fam. Last of Us Part 1, PS3. PS4, Last of Us Remaster. Last of Us Remaster. Last of Us 2 comes out. PS5. Last of Us 1 Remaster or remake. Like, dog, I love the franchise. I think it's amazing. I don't know what this nigga talking about. He tired of the franchise. Like, you tripping. But it is a lot of The Last of Us, bro.
He's mad because his dad died in the game, Daddy Joe.
It's a lot of The Last of Us, bro. I really just want to see something else, and then they can come back to The Last of Us.
Well, they got a new IP.
Well, they did do Uncharted in between there somewhere. They did Uncharted 4 in between that Last of Us stuff, right?
Yeah, they did Uncharted, but I, to be honest,
Uncharted 4 came out before The Last of Us.
2016.
2016. Give me another Uncharted. Give me another Uncharted. Give me another Uncharted. Like work.
They said they moved on.
Work on it. That's fine. If they moved on, show me something else, bro.
Yeah,
I honestly don't want to just keep seeing remakes and remasters, bro. That's not what the hell I expect from a team at the caliber. Like I truly don't believe nobody's fucking with Naughty Dog. Not Rockstar, not Cyberpunk. You know, I mean, what is CD Projekt Red?
Dude, speaking of Rockstar, Donnell Brown goes, if Naughty Dog is like Rockstar, why are people crying? Rockstar's releasing remakes and remasters. It takes longer to make games now. And then JP Loco, he says, there's a scene from Young Sheldon where Sheldon shouts, you're celebrating mediocrity. Mediocrity. Perfect for your soundboard. Thank you, JP. I will add that to my grindboard. But yes.
No, and the thing is we all feel the same way about Rockstar too. Y'all haven't seen the last few years where we all sitting here wondering when they gonna get away from GTA 5?
Never.
We have been thinking that exact thought. This is not an exclusive thing to Naughty Dog. This is for all of these studios out there that are literally doing or it feels like they're doing nothing. You know, it's crazy when a consumer is like, "Yo, I want to buy some new shit from you,"
Yeah.
and you like, "Nah, I still want to give you this old stuff."
Well, don't you think
Yeah,
the same thing kind of happened with Apex Legend, with EA? EA was doing a lot of stuff before, and then Apex Legend hit, and all of a sudden they kind of slowed down. All of a sudden,
Well, they had their cash cow.
Yeah, exactly.
They got their cash cow.
Exactly.
Man.
Well, Rockstar was releasing goddamn ping pong game.
You know what? I think what happened, man. I think we were supposed that faction shit was already supposed to be out, man, and shit is the development hell. So now it seems like it's been a while since we got something new from them, and it really hasn't, but it feels like it.
Dude, we just got Last of Us 2 in 2020.
Right.
In 2020, right? And I had to ask this question the last time I did a stream, which I'm definitely not doing a stream until after Spider-Man. That's kind of why I've been pulled back, because y'all niggas is crazy with these spoilers, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
they get ridiculous with it.
I've been hiding.
The thing is, when you go seeking out people to spoil them, you have really lost it, bro. You have really lost it. And again, I said, fuck it. I'm cool. I have not been spoiled thus far. That's why I'm not looking at your chat, Jazz. I'm not looking at any chats. I'm not going to any random streams where I know you got these random ass just Sony haters, bruh. And I remember somebody was like, "Yo, y'all better not spoil Starfield for nigga."
Well, what?
Starfield was spoiled from the second they mentioned that shit.
How you gonna spoil some shit?
Starfield was spoiled with a load screen.
Look, how you gonna spoil some shit they don't even want to finish? Ain't nobody no Xbox. You know how many Xbox dudes I done talked to that said, "Yeah, I ain't finished it yet. I'm still." The damn main campaign is only 17 hours.
Dude,
I don't understand.
The spoilers was the lack of exploration. Like the spoilers were the goddamn how you can't fly from planets. That was a spoiler.
Listen, they're not playing that game, man. They're not playing it.
Listen,
they're not.
That's the thing that
anymore.
y'all don't get about. Look. This is what y'all truly don't understand about Xbox guys, right? They don't care about game, and they showed you guys for years they don't care about games, bruh. Why do y'all think all of a sudden it would change now? They want our perception of Xbox to change. That's their end goal. They want us to feel like Xbox has something now.
Yes.
That's what they are looking for. They are not looking for games to enjoy themselves.
They're looking for gamers' acceptance?
Yes.
That's what
absolutely.
They're looking for acceptance.
Listen,
come on back. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge Xbox. Acknowledge me.
Remember when you said this a long time ago, Sick? They can pay all the influencers and reviewers they want to give these games good scores and tell you how good they are. But until they actually put out good games, the narrative is never going to change.
That's exactly what I've said.
What else? It's good games that are self-apparent. Like games that everybody's like, that's a good game. Like it's not good game because this dude's telling you it's a good game. It's a good game because it is like one of those ubiquitous kind of like, that's a good game. Like, and that's what it needs to be. And Starfield, they thought was going to be that, and it wasn't. Starfield was a bunch of excuses. It was like, oh yeah, well, man, you can't fly, you can't loading screen, you can't do. And it's like, no, dude, it can't be that. It had to be like lights out. Everybody has to love it, and that's what it needed to be. That's what you build it as. And no, it needed to be ubiquitous. You want to see what ubiquity is going to look like? Spider-Man 2, please. Oh, I don't like Spider-Man. Well, that sounds like a you problem, but guess what? It's a goddamn amazing game. So you could say you don't like it, but that doesn't mean that it's not a great game. So
I've seen people that want to give Microsoft kudos for buying studios.
Oh, damn.
And making the titles that were multiplats exclusives. Where do you think you're getting the brownie points for that? No, seriously.
I don't know.
They didn't create shit.
They just opened up that pocketbook. Yeah.
Yo, I'm just sitting up here. I'm like, yo, y'all crazy. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
But that's what
if if any of you guys are ever looking for me, for Sick, for Anthony, to give Xbox props, I will once they earn it. Not buy it. You can't buy it. You have to earn it.
Exactly. Earn it. You got to earn it with great games. But Phil Spencer says, right? What did Phil Spencer say?
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and
Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer, baby, let's go! Yes!
Bruh. Bruh,
He's not
what
done.
the
He's not done
fuck
yet.
am I listening to? What the hell is that?
As a real person.
No, that's some AI shit you don't
No,
put
that's not
together.
freaking. That's
Ain't
AI.
no fucking way.
That's not AI.
That man said, Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer ain't made a single game. Phil Spencer ain't brought a
That's not no
single
AI.
Yo, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, changes on the way is after that thing. Holy shit. I don't even know, man. No, that's not AI.
Listen, man, it's they tried to make it seem like Starfield was going to be a game of the generation type of experience. And I don't know how you got that from any of the trailers or gameplay that they put out, that was going to be some kind of transcendent game. I never saw it.
They tried to force it to be that. That's what happened. They tried to force it to be that. I literally watched a little bit of Starfield and said, "How the fuck does anybody sit and play this bullshit?" Who was streaming it? Persona was streaming it.
I was streaming it too, man.
Yeah, I streamed it also. Yeah,
dude, I don't know how, bruh.
It's. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of these guys that are on Xbox, and I want to name the name so bad because I can't stand these clowns, but I just don't want to give them the clout. I think they don't like the game. They just want to have something to talk about just because on Xbox. But most of these guys didn't like Fallout. They didn't like Elder Scrolls. If you don't like those type of games, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Starfield is Fallout, and it's with a sci-fi feature. They should have just called this Fallout 5. That's what they should have called this. They should, that, in my personal opinion, like they shouldn't even. They should have said Fallout 5, because all it is Fallout. All it is Fallout. So most of these guys don't like these games. They've been on record saying they don't even like the company. But now that it's only on Xbox, they're up this fucking company's asshole. They're sucking this company off. They love every game they make, and they really don't. They're just doing it for clout. I wish they would stop it because they're too old to be doing this shit. You're just too old. Like at some point, you got to be like, okay, you can tell when a person doesn't really like something. They just saying it just to say it. Like damn. But I think if you like the Fallout series, really fuck with it. You really fuck with the Skyrim series, the Elder Scrolls series. You'll kind of mess with this game. If not, you're not gonna like this game. If you didn't like those games, you're probably not gonna like this game.
Here's the problem that I have with this, and I'm gonna keep it brief because I don't want to derail the show or anything like that. But everybody I've heard play this game said this is like this game or this is like that game that Bethesda makes, but they've never compared that game to a game of its classification that Bethesda doesn't make. That doesn't seem awkward to y'all. So all Bethesda
you're right.
Is to be
You're
better
totally right.
All Bethesda's goal is not even to be better because
just making the same shit.
Yeah. That's what I understand. Hey, Sick, you're 110% right though. That's exactly what you compare it to, Bethesda games. It's sad to say that, but yeah, because I really can't compare this to anything else other than Bethesda made games.
How does that make sense? Because when Spider-Man come out, they'll compare it to all type of shit. They'll compare it to Forza Horizon. You know what I'm saying? Like all kind of
that's
shit like that.
Yeah. Listen, man, I was listening. Look, Sick. I was listening to a podcast, Mooch's podcast, actually. And there was a particular Death Singer person on there, and he was saying, what do people expect? It's a Bethesda game. This is the kind of games they make, and their storytelling is this way. Their it's like this is the excuse I keep hearing.
Have you heard the dialogue in that shit?
Dude, this is the Bethesda game.
But do they not 6 hours?
Yes, listen to this, man. Can a studio not level up and start making better stuff? Can Housemarque just continue to make top-down twin-stick shooters, or do we get experiences like Returnal? Can
No,
developers
you should make different stuff.
Developers like Portkey, who only made mobile games before they made Hogwarts Legacy, that's a level up. You know, when you have the budget,
Link,
the
how
finances,
long did they have to make this game too? Like,
let me
long time. What I'm saying is, like, why don't you expect better? I don't understand. You get games, graphics and game mechanics.
They did
from
expect
360.
better. They said it was going to be game of the generation, and then when it fell flat, it didn't come out and was not that. It was like, oh, it's just better than Fallout 76, and it became Fallout 76 became the measuring stick instead of the game of the generation that was a must play. That's what happened.
How the hell is Fallout 76 gonna be the bar when Fallout 76
Dude,
is like
it's better than Fallout
game?
Dude, it's
what
better
the
than
hell?
Fallout 76. That's what the measuring stick was.
Oh, yeah.
It was better than the last game.
Hey, listen, I'm not comparing it because Fallout 76 was absolutely some goddamn garbage. But
you can only compare. You can only compare it to other Bethesda studio games. They won't let you compare it to anything else in the industry. Their peers that also make games, other developers. You can't compare it to none of that.
I wanted to compare it to Horizon because they're both open world or supposedly open world games, right?
What I didn't like about Starfield, first off, was the bait and switch stuff, like the whole exploration, because we already experienced No Man's Sky exploration, and already when they announced it, saying that there's loading screens in between, they didn't tell you how many loading screens, and that was the surprise. But then on top of that, the facade of what travel and exploration is, the big marketing point of this game, was completely, you could see the game making itself. Like, I swear, in my 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever I played, streamed of it, I went to different galaxies and universes, just fast traveling, because you don't care about fuel, you just go all over the place, and I saw the same buildings and the same windmills just showing up. Like, you could see the game breaking itself. Like, you could see the game just rendering stuff, and then breaks the immersion that these are new planets, these are novel things, and all of them are like rocky and this. So the whole exploration part of it is just null and void. It's a waste of time. So really, you just go play for whatever story is there. The people zoom in, and like I said, playing pigeonhole that between Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate. And the dialogue is like light years ahead of what Starfield is. The dialogue has different branching paths. It's almost like those Zork books where you would like flip the page to see what happens next and like choose, and it goes a whole different route. Baldur's Gate, you straight up kill people and end the whole thing right there. In Cyberpunk, like you could mimic them and you could do all different things. In Starfield, it's like, do you want more information about these creatures? Would you like to know about why this planet exists? Would you like to know more about why you're wearing those crazy pants? Like, it's just stupid. Like, it's just adding more knowledge if you want. It doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. Maybe it's certain specific characters, but not what I saw.
And and like I said, it's the same script from Fallout 3 to Fallout 4 to this. Excuse me. It's the same thing. Like, when I played this game, I was like, oh, this is probably the best Bethesda RPG looking game, but what is that really saying? You know, if I'm comparing it to just Bethesda games, if I'm comparing to Bethesda games, maybe, but outside of Bethesda games,
done before.
No, what I'm saying is outside of Bethesda games, no, this is not better than some of the other games I've played.
Because the reason why
it's like Six said, they don't want. A lot of people don't want you to compare it to games outside of Bethesda.
It don't deliver. It don't deliver on the promises that they made, which is
I agree.
You can't even really explore these planets. It's a bunch of procedurally generated squares. It's not even planets. So
I agree.
You know,
I think they should have stuck to one planet, or I'm sorry, one solar system, and they should have worked it like that. I think that would have been a better experience. They should have stuck to just one solar system.
Well, now we're on to the next one. What do you think about Forza? You see the sorry? You believe what they did? Like,
oh god,
Starfield was a bought. Like, they bought it and stuff like that. Forza's been their homegrown tech.
Yes.
How the hell do we get to here with Forza?
Tell me these people aren't sabotaging themselves. Like, it was a running joke before, but now it's not even funny.
No,
like it's not even funny. It looks intentional now.
Yeah.
It looks intentional. A game you've been making for years.
6.
You get to this version of the game, and the goddamn map is disappearing while you drive.
The game, I mean, the track, there's a lot of detail in the game. There's a lot of, in some ways, it's downgraded from the previous Forza game. In some ways,
from Forza 7. Oh yeah,
yeah. But the thing about it is, do you?
You know what's wicked? I heard some people who really like Forza. I've heard
Mhm.
them talk about this Forza,
Mhm.
and they are really, really disappointed.
They're unhappy with
Like
it.
you have bootlickers who's gonna say whatever fucking Microsoft puts out is just fucking gold, right? But I'm talking about the real fans who really enjoy racing and what Forza brought, I guess, to the genre, and they are like, man, what the fuck are y'all
I
doing?
got this guy right
The
here.
thing
Here
is,
he
right?
This guy has he's a pro racing gaming YouTuber with 703,000 subs. He has a big channel, 70,000 followers or whatever like that. But he goes here. I have to be honest, this Forza Motorsport does not sit right with me. The physics overhaul, online multiplayer, and tracks are the best they've been. The scale of weather variants mixed with 24-hour day cycles is also done masterfully. That being said, the new upgrade system, which I liked at first, is turned into the most tedious racing game mechanic I've ever seen. If I wanted to apply a wide body kit for every car, it will take me 250 hours of racing. In other words, it will be 3,675 laps of the longest race in the game. The upgrade system has to be changed. 3 to 4 hours reaching level 5 in one car, but you want to buy the same car again. Let's say you want to build a drift version of it. You have to start from scratch again. You cannot duplicate cars. You have to level that car up as well. A fix will be to have the manufacturer have the leveling up by manufacturer rather than the individual car. So it says, also, he says, there's other two complaints. Forza Motorsport official trailer, they showcase the Nissan, the Toyota Supra. No drift cars are present in the game. Remember, drift not at launch. Remember that. Vinyl editor is the worst it's ever been. The lighting is terrible. Despite them giving the option to change how the lighting is, they have not actually included any other lighting options. Replay mode, where you said about cars falling from the ceiling, is the worst it's ever been. Outdated, and the cars are flying around in space.
Oh no, Jez. The shit that I saw was an actual race.
Oh, in a race.
And the fucking, you had some cars that were in the sky, some black shit like right in the middle, and I'm like, what the hell is this? The whole game looked like it was just like imploding on itself. I don't know what the hell is going on at turn 10, bro.
You got car models that's from 14 years ago in the game.
Dude, they said, one dude said they got car models that they extracted directly from Forza Horizon, bro.
They've
and
compiled
didn't change a single fucking thing.
And listen, so
built from the ground up, they said.
One of my issues for Microsoft is they continue to do this bait and switch.
Yep.
They show you a trailer with the game running on a high spec PC. And then when you get it on console,
it's in render and all
but
that
it's
other
not
stuff,
even. But let me
too.
finish. It didn't even look like that on even on the highest of end PC. It don't look as good as it actually does.
Slices, bro.
It's running like dog
is
shit
what
on.
it is.
It's running like dog shit on PC. They say with a 4090 now, with DLSS turned on, 1080p upscale to 4K. If you turn on ray tracing, you cannot get more than 39 frames per second. So the game is unoptimized on PC. It really appears to be unfinished. Bugs, glitches, the car models don't even look. Man, I don't, like I said, Microsoft and this bait and switch they do, where they show you a trailer and then when the game actually come out, it don't look nothing like that.
Well, they showed a lot of engine and all this other stuff. Like I'm showing the reveal. The reveal
what does Phil say?
What
did Phil say? What did Phil say? Jez, in the video, he's on video saying that Forza 8 will be 4K, 60 frames per second with on-track ray tracing, and that is not true. It ain't even real ray tracing. It's a bunch of cube maps.
It's a
cube map, screen space reflection. It's only got in the video. The Digital Foundry said it's only got mirror reflection, so the car can do self-reflection. It can reflect other cars. It does not reflect the environments. Just
you're talking about the screen space reflection.
Yeah, it's not even real ray tracing.
Yeah, it's not real ray tracing.
It has no ray tracing GI. It was some bullshit ass bait and switch that Phil
But
knew what he was doing.
let me. Phil don't know shit. Phil is a
Phil don't know what's
mouthpiece.
going
Phil
on.
is Phil is
Redfall
not a
was
game
score
developer.
9.
Well, what I'm saying, he knew what he was doing. It was
Phil
some
was
bullshit.
debriefed. Phil was debriefed by Turn 10 with what the fuck they claim was being
They was
done,
doing.
right? and he was the spin master, bro. That's all he does. He's a spin master. But let me ask y'all something here. Again, I've always been a person that said fuck Game Pass. Hell, I even say fuck PlayStation Plus, bro. I say fuck all of these services for
All of it.
trying to get
You
them
do
to
not put stuff in
subsidize
there
your
that you don't.
gaming.
Exactly.
Yep, that's what I said this morning.
I agree with that.
This is the result of
This is
the subsidization
and
of
service
these
gaming.
video
servicing
games.
of games where we could fix it later. Get it out now.
It's so crazy that this game feels like a free-to-play mobile game.
It does. It does. You know, I read a tweet from the great Tim Dog, and he said, well, you know, the game's a new engine, and you know the next Forza is when it's really going to look good with the next Forza. I said, wait a minute. This damn game ain't even officially launched yet. You already moving on to the next game?
Do you see this video? This is where, again, people go, well, you're just hating on the game. Look at the video that I'm showing. This is the reveal a year ago. Remember when they were saying in-engine? Oh, it's in-engine. It's not this 4K in-engine. There was a reason, and I said this so many times. I'm like, Forza was always shown in-game. They showed the race. They never kind of covered for it, especially this whole PC stuff. What are they showing it on? Look at this.
Nigga, they took all the grass out, all the foliage.
Phil the Lawnmower Man Spencer at it again. Here you go. He took it all out. He said, get those trees and cones and grass out of here.
You know what, though? If you look at both of those pictures side by side, the reality is the trees in the final reveal look a lot better than the reveal.
Well, that blurred, that
it has more detail.
But I got it here. The next ones. Here's the vegetation. Here's vegetation reveal in 2022, and here's vegetation reveal, the real gameplay of 2023. Let's see the side by side.
You know what I think? Yeah,
this is on them though. This is on them.
Yeah, you know what I really think?
This is what they
showed.
Really
think happened. This is what I think happened.
Look at the tree. Look at them.
I think it's mostly that you're going to get these subpar games in the service because you don't want to buy games anymore over there. And also they're making stuff, you know, like the Remedy dev that was complaining about the Series S again. You're making these games for the lowest common denominator, which is the Series S, and then they just scale up resolution and other effects on the console on X, Series X and PC. But you're gonna get these last gen looking games because that's what that's what they have over there.
I hope
you saw the Remedy developer. I don't know. You saw the Remedy.
I saw the Remedy guy. He hates the S.
Hates that motherfucking console. He said he was so much pain on his face when IGN was asking them questions about that damn console.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk about it.
He didn't want to talk about that bullshit.
Watch where the fireworks go. Watch this one. It looks like the circus has been abandoned for 3 years.
He said, you know, people. He said, you know,
look at the
people
circus.
say just scale. He said, people say just scale the resolution down. It don't work like that. That's what he said. It don't work that way.
Nope,
you know,
it doesn't work.
And I mean, it doesn't work that way. He said, if you wanted a definitive experience for what's the game? Alan Wake 2, you need to play it on the PS5 or Series X. He said,
no, and even Digital Foundry calling out from the reveal. Like again, the reveal was last year. And this is not a reveal from 4 years ago. This is the reveal from last year, and now this is the gameplay of this year. It's totally different. And this is another thing I wanted to show, and this will really, and you guys were hitting the nail on the head about if this is what they're doing to their biggest franchises, then nothing is safe. And I said this back to Halo. If they were willing to destroy Halo, nothing is safe. Look at the damage model in the reveal of 2023. Watch this damage model. Looks like somebody. Here's the damage model from last year. You know, last year's damage model. Let's see this year's damage model. Let's see. Come on. Let's see video. All right, here it is. Damage final. Look at the. All the denting, the lighting. Look at the car. Looks totally different.
The reveal looks good for sure.
Because let me tell you something. That reveal was not the game, man.
No, it was
you
all
know what I'm saying?
Engine.
Look, well, what I'm saying is like, yeah, they show you proof of concept, when they actually got to code this game for this dog shit Series S, and they're like, why are we going to go put all this extra work in when they're not going to buy it anyway?
Look at all
So,
the
like, what's the point?
Listen,
What's the point? They're not going to buy it.
But that's what happens
Who are the
when you
reflections?
tell people day one in a service.
And also,
Come
this
on,
is
bro.
the Forza forever. So, like, they will keep adding stuff. They'll
Listen,
add reflections later on or whatever the hell they want to do.
Several people told me, I'm going to try it. And I said, see, that's the problem, man. All this, I'm going to try it stuff because you don't got to buy it. You're going to play it for an hour, put it down, and go to something else. You're not buying the game. So, I mean, why are they going to sit here and spend all this time optimizing it and giving you this quality product?
There's no commitment to it. There's no commitment to it.
No, I mean, you got GT Sport, a game on a 1.8 T-flop console. The car models on GT Sport look better than this. So it's just
Drive Club look better than that.
A Drive Club does look better.
Oh man, yes.
They're like playing in the dark with the lights on and the rain. That's how it looks good. Look at these reflections. That's right here. It's like, oh no, it has to be the night track with the lights. Look at the reflections. They got removed. And
it has to be the night. What?
Oh, they want to play it at night with the headlights and the weather. That's how Forza looks.
Or they keep showing you these races
everything
in the
turned
rain.
off.
Or they keep showing you these cars driving in the
and
rain.
And the rain
like,
looks so
come on,
stupid.
man.
The rain's all over the screen and not on the cars.
I saw some shit like that too, where they had the windshield wipers on, but the windshield wipers didn't seem like they were wiping anything.
No, but the effect is that the droplets of the screen have all screen on it, but on the head is no rain. But like this is what I want to show. So like this is how they showed Forza, and I've been saying this for over a goddamn year because everybody's like, I'm like, the problem is that they never showed Forza like this, and I knew it was going to be downgraded because Forza was never shown in engine. Oh, lighting, we're simulating this. No, it was never shown like that. And I have actually, there's a compilation right here. Yeah,
when y'all saw that mouse cursor in the damn trailer, y'all should have knew something was up. That's all I'm going to say,
so
man.
Watch. Wait, where's this thing? I have a trailer right here. Shit, where is it? Oh, do I not have it in the I thought I saved it to the thing. Forza reveal trailers. Watch. Let's see if everybody sees something here. Compilation. Do I have it? Yeah, here we go. Forza's E3 trailers from the first Forza, right? See if you notice something in the middle, and I'll give it a hint. It's in the lower left-hand corner. Every Forza reveal from 2005, every E3 trailer, Forza has always been. Wait, we'll get to when they were talking about this stuff. Not Forza 1. Let's go. Where's this? This one here? Is this the trail that I wanted to do? Is this the right one? Hold on. I don't think this is the video. Yeah, this might be it. Yep, here we go. When they start doing this. Look, since 2013, Forza 5, in-game footage. Look, all in-game footage. Forza, in-game footage. In-game footage. Here, let's go. Let's go do another year. Forza 6. Let's see Forza 6. What do they say? Look at that. All Xbox One in-game footage. In-game footage. All Xbox One in-game footage. Here we go again. Forza 6. Now let's do another one. Let's do an all in-game Xbox One in-game footage. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Every Forza trailer. Let's go. Forza Horizon. They got it in Spanish over here. In-game footage. You go. Toda familia do. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try to say it.
And this game was in development longer than any Forza game.
Look at this. Here's another one. That's Forza
That's
Horizon.
the lie that they told y'all. Fuck out of here.
That shit was probably in development for 2 years.
Look at this, dude. Every game, Forza Horizon. Now we got 2017, all in-game 4K footage. Forza Motorsport, what is this one? 7. This is the last one. They showed this game, all in-game footage. This is the one that looks better than this one. Then after this game, 6 years later, in-game render, 4K render, in assets, all this other stuff. Last year, they never show. Forza was never shown in that state, and I said this. I was like, "Why are they showing Forza?" Forza was never, and people, everybody here, the Grind Archive, everybody can know that. I said Forza was never shown hidden. Like it was always this upfront chest.
No, it was
bursting
never the game. Everybody was there was
in-game
never
4K
questions
footage.
about that game.
It was always in
Right.
game. It was never
Look,
rendered.
yes. Why does the game have a 30 frame per second mode at all? Why is
They
there even
never
a 30
did it.
frame?
I don't know.
I mean,
So I'm
Dude.
asking y'all, does this not seem intentional, bro?
Dude,
Y'all
it is. It's done on
looking
purpose.
at
They said
this,
the
y'all
ground
gotta
up,
stop looking at this
old-ass
like
cars.
this is a mistake. Like this is
No.
not something that they wanted to do, bro. You don't go from making something that looked like Forza Motorsport 7 to making Forza Motorsport now.
Missing
look,
Like
mode.
you don't just do that.
Here's Forza Horizon, all in-game footage. It says right at the bottom, 2018, Forza Horizon 4, all in-game 4K footage.
Missing modes, missing
In-game,
features.
all.
Yeah. You don't do that. I mean, I don't.
And in this last one, they said in-game rendering. That from that video that we just saw the comparison to from last year. That game was not in-game footage. It was in-game assets or whatever the hell they talked about. Forza was the only game at 1080p 60 for the Xbox One VCR. It was the only game at 1080p 60. When everybody was talking about 900p and all this other stuff, Forza launched at 1080p 60. It gave them the claim to say that they have a 1060 box. Then Forza Motorsport was the only game at 4K 60 on the One X. It was the only game hitting it natively at 4K 60 with the One X. Forza Tech has been the demonstration. Forza has been the thing that they use to show the capabilities, what the console can do. How the hell did we get to here? That Forza now has these horrible glitches. It's not as polished as it should be. This is Forza. This is the game that they used as the graphical demonstration of what their system can do. And I don't understand how they got to here. And if it was Game Pass, if it was a
You
budget,
don't understand?
No, I know how they
The
got to
difference between that game and all those other games is they weren't launching in Game Pass, bro. That's
Yep.
the reason.
That's it.
That is
Their
the
whole-
There
reason.
it is.
their
Game
whole-
Pass budget. Booty
Listen,
taste.
when did we start, Jez? When did we start
How
getting
did
all
we
these
get to
unfinished?
here?
When did we start getting all these unfinished games? When did we start getting all the? Every time an
As soon as
Xbox
the Phil
game
Ness
come
hit,
out, you start hearing about. The closer you get to launch, you start hearing about what's not going to be in the game.
Exactly.
And,
We knew all about what's not going to be. Game Pass budget. They got a booty budget.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to do instead of lifestyles on Rich and Famous, is going to be the lifestyles of booty and ass.
Mhm.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, it's
That's
like,
honestly,
you know-
that is insane. That is truly
it's
insane.
a downgrade. Like, look at this. I just showed you all the Forza trailers. How the games in 2017 and 2018 are looking better than what's going on here. And then here, I got the Forza trailer here. This is Forza, dude. How the hell do we have excuses now? Like, oh my god, I just can't believe it. The downgrade of all this stuff. Where is this one? Here is how can Forza look this bad? Look at this game. This is I'm in shock that Forza looking like this. And then what's even more insane is that it's not that great. The console, the Series X, the most powerful console, is running the game at like the lower assets of PC. I can't.
Oh yeah, it's running at the lower node, Jazz.
Lower
They
rate
said lower
reflections
than the lowest. They said lower than the lowest setting on PC. They said the track looks muddy, and the reflections are lower quality than the lowest settings on PC, and so is the texture
I ain't
quality.
gonna even say it. I'll let Link say it. What have I told y'all about the Series X from
It's
the
not a next gen console.
that Series X? Y'all keep blaming the Series S for the Series X coming up short. That's not the case, bro. The Series X can barely do shit. It can barely do
exactly.
shit.
The Series X, I'm surprised. Like the Series S, forget about it. We knew that thing was going to be S. But the Series X is not. This should have been the platform. Everybody should be like, this is the reason to own the Series X. The narrative should have been this. It should have been the best place to, like, the most optimized place to play Forza is on the Series X for the price to value of what you're getting and how the game is running. Yes, you could run it better on a PC, but for the price of the Series X, Forza is optimized and runs incredibly. What you're getting, the features that they were able to add and do on the Series X compared to what you have to pay for on a PC to get the same visuals is impeccable. That's the narrative that should have been happening. This thing should have been the case in point for the Series X being the best value for price to performance that you get, and it's not. It is the bare ass end. It's like, go get a PC. Don't even bother with it on console. That's the talk now. It should have been
every
the opposite.
comparison they do, and when they, just about every single multi-platform game, when they do a comparison, the PlayStation has better frame rate and less screen tearing or no screen tearing. Every game.
I know.
So I mean, it's like
It's
it ain't
crazy.
even. Yeah, the Series X is not what we thought it was. It's not what they said it was, and that's just what it is.
It's just so disappointing.
Look at the load times on all their first-party games. Look at it.
Yeah, it's
None of their first-party games have instant loading. Gran Turismo has less than 1 second loading. Okay, to get into a race.
Yeah,
So I just
You're my number one
that
customer.
was the talk of how incredible and detailed GT7 is, and people go, "Why are you zooming in, dude?" That's what you do in car games. Car games, it's the detail, it's the impeccable. That's the whole thing about this. It's a track racer. And it's the detail of the cars, it's the detail of everything that's in there. And the GT7 has that level of detail. And Forza should be doing that as well, because this is their premier racing game, their demonstration of their console. And it's so frustrating because, like you said, the people that should know this, the ones that played all the Forzas from 1, are sitting here going, "This is incredible. Thank you, Phil," screaming out his name. And it's just like, and it's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you not an Xbox fan? You didn't see the downgrade of Forza, and how are you not disappointed? And you celebrate.
You know what I like about all of this though? I like that the people who reviewed the game didn't let the game get away with all the bullshit.
No, they didn't. No,
they didn't. They did not.
They did not. And Digital Foundry,
that I can appreciate.
Hey, you gotta like level up your car before you can even put parts on it and buy stuff for it.
About. Yeah,
that's ridiculous. But they said they made it. They said this is some grindy ass shit, and there's a reason. They said it's all about keeping you engaged in Game Pass because if you could just play the game and earn shit just like you can in something like Gran Turismo. People may not have the legs, but they said it's like you said. The guy said you got to do all this grinding just to upgrade your car. You can't just take your currency and buy stuff for it.
But if you buy another car, the same one, you got to grind each car. So like if you unlock like a Honda Civic, right? And you go, okay, well, I want to configure another one for drifting or something like that. You go buy the same car. That car's at level 0.
You got to do it again?
You got to do it all again to get upgrades for that car.
Guess what? On Gran Turismo, if I go buy a Honda Civic, if I got the money to buy all the parts I want, just go buy it and hook it up.
Exactly.
You can't do that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like these games, if people don't realize it, they're starting to make these games designed around this service.
Exactly.
And they don't even realize it. People don't even realize it.
And Link, you probably know what they do in this game. I bet you as you finish races, they gift you cars. They're like, here's another car. Here's another one. And you're like, oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Because you got to freaking level. Everyone's at level 0. You got to play them all. You got to grind them all. It's like, and here's another car. I'm sure they just throw cars at you in this game. And they're like, oh, you want to race? Here's another car. And you're like, oh, damn. I got to level this one up. And then I don't know how it works on multiplayer. Because basically, if you want to play people, like, you could just buy upgrades if you have the money and you win the money. This one, if your car's a level 0 and you're placing against people that are like level 5 cars that are all decked out, like, you're going in there with your pants down. Like, what happens? Do you level the playing field? Can you just upgrade cars on comp? I don't know how the multiplayer works. We'll find out. But, like, I don't know.
The game of the generation. The
racer of the generation, dude.
Listen, it's bad. Before the game even launched, Tim Dog talking about the next Forza game gonna be the one, and it's like, oh my god,
Tim Dog was the same people that kept saying he was the same person that kept saying, "Wait till E3, wait till E3, wait till come on."
He's like, yo, you tell me, he's like, Grind, you got to come back. You got to come back for what? All you got is you're basically a has-been. You like come back for what? A downgraded Forza, a downgraded Halo, dude. Come back. I never left. You people need to come back because you went on cloud goddamn 9 up Phil's ass. That's the problem. It's about what Phil's underwear is instead about the goddamn games. And when I come back and I see Forza has turned into this after 6 goddamn years of being in development, after they were coming out with quality every 2, how the hell can you sit there and go, oh no, come back, Xbox is better now, it's better now. Better my ass. Every game that comes out is a freaking
But you
excuse.
know what? You know what the shame of all of this is Microsoft wants to have it both ways, right? So, and I keep saying this, and I know some people don't maybe not understand what I'm saying. If you're gonna make games designed around this service shit, you can't also sell them for $70 retail price.
No, that's the scam.
You can't
It's
sell,
not worth $70. They want you to subscribe to get it.
Right. You can't sit here and ask a retail price for a game and then give people some half-ass, watered down, missing features, shit like this. You can't do it both ways.
No,
so they need to stop selling the games and just only offer it in the service. And, you know, people can accept what they want from that service, but they can't have it both ways.
And remember, leading into this, it didn't have drift racing. Oh, that's not a big deal. Okay, no drift racing. It doesn't have Nürburgring. It doesn't have some track like those tracks. It doesn't have it didn't have
feature racing with AI.
It didn't feature racing with AI. It doesn't even have drag racing when the first one had goddamn drag racing in it. It doesn't have any of that stuff. You can't, and the drifting they said is even broken. And look at this. People are scamming the system now. They're going like this. I turn on all assets to auto steer, auto gas, auto brake, set my controller down for the night, and level my car up automatically. Holy
Hold on.
crap.
Okay. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
That must be a fun game.
Activate.
Auto
Holy
play.
Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
That's what people are doing because it's so fun. They're gonna just let the game play itself. Film mess. This is what Forza's turned into, because you put in some bogus ass goddamn leveling up system that people were complaining about when you announced it earlier in the year. Sounds familiar, right? Halo leveling up battle passes, all elbow pads and jock straps. Now you're doing the same thing.
Let me tell you something, man. If people don't understand what's going on, they just don't want to see it at this point.
They don't want to see it. That's the
They
problem.
don't want to see it. So that's just what, it's not that we're speculating. This is the product that they are continuously putting out. And it is not a surprise anymore. The next game, they keep putting out all these 30 frame per second games,
Series X,
unfinished games, games that aren't utilizing even the features that they announced for their own console.
There is no ray
utilizing.
tracing in the Series S version of the game. No ray tracing at all.
The game itself, they're not even utilizing the features that they touted on their own console when they announced it. Xbox was the first. Actually, Xbox One X was the first console with VRR, but they yet to release games with 40 frame per second, 60 frame per second, 120 frame per second. They're not utilizing the hardware with features that they have been touting ever since last generation.
Like I said,
so it's like
should have been
this. What's it called?
The pinnacle of Xbox. This 3 years in. Only next gen, right? This is not a cross-gen game. There's no excuse like you could have used with GT7 and stuff like that. This is a only next gen, and the Series S was just supposed to have a little lower resolution. Everything the same. No ray tracing in the Series S.
That was a lie.
It is a lie.
That was a lie.
Bold-faced
lie. It was a lie. They thought that they were going to put this cheap-ass console out there for $299 and people were going to buy it because it was cheap. But consumers aren't stupid, okay? And that's what Microsoft failed to understand.
X is like the lowest of the PC. Like X is not even hanging in there with PC.
If the Series X is running on lower than the lowest setting on PC, what the hell is the Series S running on?
It's running on a booty's gas, booty's ass. I don't know.
I mean, so basically, like, if people are continuing to invest in Game Pass and give their money to Microsoft, then they get what they deserve at this point.
Absolutely.
I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of like these big franchises.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. Microsoft, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. They need to just get out of the hardware business and they just need to. I really would like them to get out of gaming completely, but
here's the video. Digital Foundry. Let me play this thing. Here they say with the soup. Looking at the soup textures. Let me read. I'm gonna read this thing, and I'm gonna let them.
And Digital Foundry loved to cap for this shit. They couldn't even cap for this damn game.
Phil even went out there and took pictures with them. He thought that was gonna buy him some time and some brownie points. It didn't work.
My question is, why were they not directly comparing the Xbox with the PC?
Look,
no, they are here. They are.
They did. No, they did one. They
PC is by reducing internal resolution, and as we can see there, when doing that, the Xbox Series X's internal resolution for its RT reflections is lower than 1080p actually on PC. So I would say Xbox uses a setting not possible on PC in terms of reflection resolution, even if it does use the cars plus RTAO option for feature set. The quality of RTAO on Xbox Series X appears to be the low setting on PC based upon the amount of pixel crawl seen versus the PC version at a similar internal resolution. Beyond RT, the most visible difference on PC is the very limited anisotropic filtering on Xbox Series X. When comparing the two, it's obviously set at the 2x level on Xbox Series X, which leaves the road ahead of the car and almost anything ahead of the car looking really rather soupy. As for other texture resolution, the Xbox Series X is using the medium texture setting for trackside detail, as we can see by this barrier here, which is a good deal lower res than the highest setting on PC. The ground track textures on Xbox Series X are also generally a lot lower resolution than those I could find on PC. It almost looks like there's 4 times the texel density there in the PC version, regardless of my settings.
Look at this. I pause this thing. Low track texture on PC is still better than the Xbox. And they said soupy. I remember the word soupy. Do you remember when they used the word soupy when they were talking about the PlayStation 4 Pro and they were talking about Shadow of Mordor? The word soupy came up and everybody ran with it on Xbox saying PlayStation soupy. 2023. No, you got the soup now. There's soup. Soupy textures in your own game. This is not even comparing it to a PlayStation. This is comparing it against your own ass. Right here. They called you soupy. What about One World and everybody's Xbox and we're all happy? Look,
hey, look, did you guys see that tweet? That was it John Linneman put out a tweet that they won't be doing they won't be doing a comparison to GT because they got too much stuff to cover.
It's because of the goddamn bloodbath, that's why.
They know what they're doing.
That's what they know exactly why. They got the whole thing. Redfall 60 frames, doesn't even hit 60 while the guy's walking down the street and turns into 40. Like I said, like Sick was saying, this is not just Forza. Like, look, here's their other AAA game for this year, $70. Running on Booster. Look at this. 60 frames patches out, everybody. Here it is.
There it
is. You're playing it wrong. Get them, True. True Virgil, tell them they're playing it wrong. Why is it dropping to 40 frames? It says 60 frames per second mode. Why am I at 44? The guy's walking down the street, he's at 37 now, loading a gun. He's 32.
Mm-hmm.
They're at 30 frames a second walking down the street. It's 60 frames per second mode. What are we doing here?
Does the X actually hold 60? What?
This is boost. Look at this. It's a 60 frames per second mode, and it's 30 frames when the guy's walking down the street. This is your patch that you waited for.
Is it a bug? Did they call it?
It could be a bug. Every time there was an issue, they call it a bug. So let me ask you a question, Jess.
They're playing it wrong. Don't walk down the street.
We've seen their leaked roadmap and their Series X all digital, adorably digital console with no disk drive and 2 terabytes of storage for $499. We see that in the plans next year. They have a controller that's gonna copy some of the DualSense features, but not all of it.
Wait. So what are they going to do? Are they going to drop the price of the original X?
This is their refresh. So I'm assuming they're going to discontinue the X. The other one, they're not going to drop the price.
Let me get these 2 super chats, and I'm going to say True82 says, maybe the cause came from Skypa from One Piece. Skypea from One Piece, Netflix. That's the shit right there. I love that show. I don't even know anything about the comic or anything about the show. But I love the Netflix show. It was great. It's very entertaining. Big Turbo 2.0 on Instagram. He says $2. Can you please start using timestamps in your vid? No, the grind stamps are there. Shout out to Supermod Cheats. He puts them in there. I add the timestamps. So thank you again, Big Turbo. They will be there. We call them grind stamps here. And then here's, like this. Look at this. But that Series X that you're talking about, you know what they're going to do. I said they're going to go with a digital Series X. The the Series X that's out now, you're right. They're going to tone that away, and you'll have a digital S and a digital X. And then
they won't even have a console that has a disc drive on it.
Nah. That's
people aren't buying games anyway. So, listen. People aren't buying their games. The games that they're sending out on disc, you can't even install on the console without internet connection. They give you their physical release fake physical games. The disc don't even have an executable file on it that you can play. So you still have to download the game from the internet.
Yeah, I
you
know.
can't play it.
That whole thing too, yeah.
Right. They don't even release real games on the physical disc. So they're really, it's like they're not even the point of them releasing physical games. There's no game on the disc and nobody's buying their games anyway. So they're going to do this all digital. The Series X and Series S, they're just going to have 2 digital consoles. They're going to phase out the X with the physical disc drive.
They could do anything they want. Nobody's gonna care about them if they don't have games that people want to play. The problem is people keep going like they're gonna buy this, they're gonna do this, dude. If they don't have games that people are gonna be driving to go play, nobody cares. They can release 5,000 consoles. The same people will buy them with their green neon lights and say, "I got 1,000 controllers."
If next holiday season they drop that, whenever they drop that revised PS5. Dude, the modular PS5. Listen, if it goes down to a $390, if it's at a $399 price point for the one with the disc drive, and they have the PS5 Pro at $499, it's going. It's already a bloodbath right now. You're right. There's no way they can release that. I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to buy it.
The performance right now that we're seeing again. I'm in shock that the Series X is not the home of Forza Motorsport right now. The Series X should have been. This should have been like the pinnacle of their full vision of what the Series X capabilities are, and Forza Motorsport should have demonstrated that. I am in shock that they allowed Forza Motorsport to come out and be soupy compared to PC.
They don't care.
This should have been totally optimized. Forza Tech Engine was totally optimized. There was no question. Yes, and the fact that Forza Horizon 5 looks better than Motorsport, and this is a track racer, and that's an open world one. I don't know how that happened. I don't understand how that happens.
And I know how it happened. Game Pass, they don't care.
But Forza Horizon looks better than this one.
Yes. Would you put all your heart and soul and your blood, sweat, and tears into something people weren't going to buy anyway? They were just going to play it on the service?
No, man. No.
Why would you?
Exactly. They're not going to. They're just going to dump it out there. We'll fix it later.
I guarantee this game won't even chart on NPD.
Watch. They're going to add new models or upgrade your cars and stuff like that. I can't. I just in shock. Again, people just go, why? I just cannot believe the downgrade to their franchises. Turn 10 of all studios is now went the way to Dodo Bird. And we knew it. We saw it. Dan Greenwald, who brings cars on stage at E3, was nowhere to be found. They had this other guy telling us what's not in the game. I'm like, that is not Forza-like. You know what I mean? That is not Forza-like. And again, like Forza was always the premier game that was like always a guaranteed, this will show off my console. And the fact that it's not, I'm just like, and what's going to? What is going to? Hellblade? I can't imagine. Hellblade 2 has the potential, but guess what? I'm sure that's going to be compromised as well. Watch, it's going to be hallway walking. It's not going to be the open world of this big explosion. And if Hellblade comes out and it's just like Hellblade 1, I'll be happy.
We already seen the downgrade with,
You're right.
With Hellblade.
It don't even look like that fake ass trailer they put out that said was gameplay. That first trailer.
That
wasn't trying to push out of shit. Oh, shit. Pulling out. It looked like you're squeezing one out. God damn.
Listen.
What the fuck is this? Where's the game?
Oh, shit.
That damn game been in development forever.
Then we saw them on vacation taking pictures of rocks. I don't we'll probably see it at the Game Awards. I want to see gameplay at the Game Awards. But like, if that game is just same thing, like on rails, like kind of straight up, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, like you really didn't like blow this up. Like I don't know, but Hellblade, dude, I'm telling you, like I just can't see the fact that they did this to their franchises, dude. I don't understand, dude. I don't know. The facial tech demo, it's all demos. It's like Unreal showing off their games. Show me the goddamn game in action. Let's see.
The guy who works for the studio says, as a gamer, I don't need to know what every studio is working on. Just tell me when it's ready. Yeah, okay. All right.
I guess.
Keep believing that, buddy.
Yeah.
We are in the age of information. We are in the age where you guys have given gamers way too much information. It's not time for you to stop now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
can't-
you
not-
don't
not-
get to.
not
You
in
don't
this
get to
world, this-
dictate that.
Dude, there's too much noise. There's too much. Like, you got to be the loudest because there's so much noise around here. You can't be quiet. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we get forgotten. That's why
Listen,
Microsoft don't shut up.
he-
Even though they
here's
don't have
the
anything, they
thing.
don't shut up.
Here's the thing. What my guy needs to understand, what he really needs to understand, is that these consoles are no longer just toys. They are investments.
Yeah.
You invest in them because you want them to have things that you want to play on them. You
Right.
don't buy it just to sit around and fucking wait and not know what the fuck is gonna, what the future of the platform is.
No,
That's
these
why I
things are
don't
investments,
understand those stupid fucking sayings, bro. Like, you spend $500 on a console and you're asking, hey, I get that you're putting all this other shit around it, right? But what are the studios that I bought this console for? What the fuck are they making? Because if I only need to worry about third-party games, then what the fuck do I need a PlayStation for? I can get third-party games anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're called third-party games.
And that's why they're packing Spider-Man in with the console, because that's the only place you can be able to play Spider-Man. And then making sure that message is crystal clear. Spider-Man in the box with PlayStation.
It's just I don't understand what they believe we are, bruh. Like, that's what I want to know. I want to know, what do you think that we want to sit around with a console for 5 years, and 3 years into the life cycle we have no idea what's coming out, and we have no idea when the generation is gonna subsequently end, right? Like, we want to make sure that this investment is worth the money that we're investing into it. If this is going to be a sad, low-level generation where you're going to put out tidbits of information here and there, then guess what? You're not doing a good job, bro. Because with the PlayStation 4, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like all generation we knew what the hell was coming.
Yeah, it was a slow start, though.
No, we did.
Then after that,
We didn't know the exact dates,
I agree with
but
that.
we knew that shit was coming.
Yep.
And that's why I don't understand. That's why I don't get why it's problematic for you to want to know what's coming in the future.
And also, too, it like I said before, by them controlling the message of when they're saying this is what we're doing, then all the noise, the Schreiers and all the other stuff, that gets kind of pushed aside because we know from them what's been going on. But when you don't hear what's going on, and then the little mice, they're the ones that speak the loudest. And now it's like, oh, there's trouble in Hollywood. You know, it's like bullshit.
Yeah, like
I mean,
no, that's the truth. Let me actually speak to that for a second, because because Naughty Dog is so radio silent, you have no idea, and it just feels like they're in turmoil.
Yep.
Nobody can prove it.
All you're hearing about is bad shit about this damn
Yeah,
vaccine,
yeah.
man.
Nobody can prove it, but from the shit that's leaking out, that's exactly what the perception is.
The perception.
That's what the perception is. So it's like, me already know what time it is, though. When they finally do announce whatever the game is that they're working on, they're like, holy shit, Naughty Dog is back, baby.
Exactly.
Naughty Dog
Here
is
come all
back,
the videos.
baby.
We're back. We're back.
So
Dreamcast guy does a video. He looks like he's taking a shit again. Like, oh, they're back. He does like his face.
Right.
You know?
So here's
Everybody
my thing.
looks like they're taking a shit on their thumbnail. They're back.
This is what
I was
will. This is what I'd be okay with, right? If Sony is doing what they're doing because they're trying to line up their releases so that they can have more releases, then I'm okay. I'm cool with what it is that they got going on, because they just cooking in the back so they can have a stream of games at the tail end, or, from the middle to the tail end of the generation. I am 1000% cool with that. The problem is their communication and their messaging. I do not need to talk to the CEO and the executives.
Nope.
I don't need that. That's not what I'm saying when I say communication. I'm not saying I want a guy to come out and pretend he's my fucking friend.
Wait, you don't want somebody to sign your ass to take a picture with you?
I absolutely do not.
Okay.
I don't want none of them PlayStation niggas touching me. I'm just, it is what it is. But what
Your
I'm
tattoo?
saying is, it turns into people believing that we want some Xbox make promises but never actually come through on shit, right? They believe that we want that type of communication. No, the only communication I want to know is what's in the pipeline, brother.
Yeah,
I bought this PlayStation specifically because the way y'all fucking just, goddamn, the way they did it last generation, boy. If you ain't get no PlayStation coming into this generation, boy, you was just holding the line. Ain't that's how that dude said? He was just y'all was just holding the line, bruh. Because ain't no way I would come off last generation and be like, yo, I can't wait to get this new Xbox. Yeah, I'm pumped. I've been like, nigga, you got me all types of fucked up. But with the PlayStation 5, they was throwing out banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. They had so many fucking bangers that bangers were overlapping bangers.
Yo, sick, crazy. 2020, they had Last of Us Part 2, that Ghost of Tsushima, and then they had Spider-Man, and then exclusive of Demon Souls, and then what was it? The friggin' all those
Miles Morales.
They had Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales,
had,
the Spider-Man
Little Big
remastered.
Planet,
Yeah.
Spider-Man remastered. It's like freaking crazy 2020. They dropped tons of stuff.
You know what the crazy part is? Everybody thinks that Spider-Man Remastered was crazy for them to do, and I don't really think it was crazy for them to do because people did want a Spider-Man that took advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware, right? Like, you could always go back and play the PS4 version of the game, right? But let's stop pretending that those are the same games, right? Because I see a lot of people like, I don't even need a PlayStation because I could just play all the games on the PS4. I'm like, dog, some of the shit that these people
That's
be saying
BS. I hate when people say that. I hate when people say
shit
that.
is just crazy, bro. Like I'm
that
like,
shit
dog,
irritates me.
It's funny that they say that, and then these same people be the ones that be like, yeah, I went and bought a Series X or Series S, and I'm like, to play
and why?
To play what?
The medium.
What did you play? Niggas be like 360 games. Like I bought the I bought the next gen console to play a legacy console games.
I know what they'll play. They'll play it with.
Can you goggle my balls? Goggle my balls in your jaw. This is the remix. This is the remix.
That's what they were playing. They were goggling some balls.
Oh no! We suck again.
Yeah.
They wanted to play 360 games at 120 frames. God damn.
I've got it.
Nah, I really do hate that though. When people are like, oh, I don't even need a PS5 because all the games are coming to PS4. I'm like, oh my gosh, please stop with that narrative. No, it's not.
Yo.
I don't know. But hey, yo, it was a great show. We got through all the topics, man. But I want to thank Zick, Frogs, and Link. Tell them where they can find you, Frogs. Tell them about your streaming. Where they can find you?
I'm starting to stream up again. I'm kind of like sick. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do the Spider-Man one. Yeah, and I'm laying low. I got some other games in the tuck. I know I'll definitely want to play some of these Souls-like games, but I'm waiting till next year to knock those out because I got too many RPGs I'm playing right now.
Yeah, tons.
Too many RPGs.
And I've been back to Cyberpunk.
I will be getting Spider-Man and Lords of the Fallen this month. Those are two games I'm really excited about playing.
What about Alan Wake 2?
I want that Lords of the...
I want that Alan Wake.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that one.
Oh shit,
I think I'll wait on that.
I gotta have.
I think I'll wait on that. I'll wait on that one.
That was sick, man.
What I'm waiting on is Alan Wake, Spider-Man 2, bro.
Yep, there you go. That's gonna be sicker in April. That's why we have the same brain wave.
I didn't like the first one.
It's sick of Aries. We want those games.
I'm all over that Spider-Man and that Tales from Arise DLC. That's day one.
Yo, man, GameStop has some crazy sales too, man.
Quantum Error. Man. Quantum Error is coming out.
Oh,
bro. Yeah. It's coming out. It launches, I think, November the 2nd, but early.
Oh, yeah. When is that launch? I forgot about that one.
October 31st. October 31st.
Oh, and Liza P is a really great game, too, for Brizzle. Liza P is really good. I played some of that. That was definitely a good.
Yeah, there's so many games coming out, which is
There's
why
so
I
many
am
games.
so unbothered, bruh.
Oh, and Ghostbusters VR.
Yeah, this year has been amazing for games, man.
That's a hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Jez. If you have not played Red Matter, bro, I was just playing
That's
this
on
shit
my
over
list.
the weekend. Oh my god. I started with one. One just released.
Oh, yeah,
and
one
I
of them
bought
came out.
both 1 and 2. I bought both 1 and 2. So but
it
I'm
was-
gonna tell you, it is a puzzle based game. I haven't killed a single soul yet. It's pretty
Oh,
much
wow.
you just
But it
solving.
looks incredible.
And these are not just easy puzzles, bro. Like
Oh,
it's
man.
funny because I was able to figure them out, but it really takes a bit of you looking around the room to figure out what it is you're supposed to be
So
doing.
it's like escape room type stuff.
It is, but I'm telling you, it's so good. It is so
man, that's
good,
right.
bro.
I gotta get that.
Huh.
Oh, I know. I gotta get my VR purge on because I got games on my list. I'm like, I gotta do it, but I bought so many fucking games. I'm trying to finish Mortal Kombat story. I'm almost done with that shit.
Is anybody here purchasing the earbuds, the headset, or the
when they come out,
PlayStation,
Frog? I was
Portal?
looking.
Okay,
I will be getting the buds and the portal. Yeah,
I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the buds and the portal.
I'm getting the headset. I want.
Yeah, I'm getting
buds
the
in the portal.
buds in the portal. I've been waiting. See, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you this. I said that I wasn't gonna get the portal, and the reason why I wasn't gonna get the portal is because I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I got plenty of TVs. But I was sitting playing. I was playing Blasphemous, right? And I said, damn. I'd love to go lay down right now and fucking play this game while I'm laying down because it's like a 8/16-bit game, roguelike game, and I'm like, dude, this would be fucking perfect. I mean, I'm not gonna be sitting down playing Horizon or something like that because that's what I got my big ass TV for. You know what I mean? But like Grand Theft Auto Vice City, right? Like I've been playing through the trilogy, right? That's something easy. You know, I would definitely play that. So I said, you know what? I found a use case for it. I'm gonna pick it up.
Yep, I'm
the
gonna
Switch
try it out
2
too,
whenever that drops. If it's as good as they saying that it is, I will be picking up the Switch 2 because the reason why I don't play shit on the Switch is because it looks absolutely absurd. I'm sorry, it really.
Oh
does.
yeah, it does.
Super Mario Wonder comes out too. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's Mario RPG. That's
shit.
Yeah, that's gonna take up a lot of my time. Yeah, that I'm super hyped for that. That's a day
I
one.
pre-ordered that Portal too. Let's see how it does. Let's see how it works.
Well, I pre-ordered it.
I want to test this thing.
Yep,
out
I've been
because
testing
same here
around my house. Definitely.
Let me tell you
I'm just
something.
chilling on the couch, and I'm like, dude, I could be watching like a
Yes,
sports game
I've been
or
playing
football or something like that, and just be playing something else.
I've been playing some remote play from away from the house on my iPad. Because my girl, I'll be at her house a lot, and I just bring my iPad and the controller. Sometimes it's just been testing it out, and it actually works pretty good. If you got a good connection at home,
as long as you have the PlayStation plugged in,
as long as you got good. Yep.
Yeah.
No, one of my check this out.
You gotta have
PlayStation.
You gotta have good internet.
One of my PlayStations plugged in, the other one's on Wi-Fi, and I can switch between both of them through remote play, and I can't tell the difference in the connectivity. It's not an extra
subscription. It's everything that you own already. So it's not like added stuff. It's just like and like when you're in a bind, you sit in a hotel room, you're like, shit, what do I do? It's like, I'll put it on. I was playing Resident Evil 4 on it.
Oh, that's
you know why, Link? I don't think you can tell the difference is because it depends really more on your internet connection. Where you're like, I did remote play. When I flew from here, I just flew back in from LA. I was all the way across the other side of the country remote playing with no problems. But like I said, like I was playing Streets of Rage, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, those type of games. The little stuff, it worked fine because my mother-in-law's internet is not the best where she is. But some other places where I was in LA, no problem.
I played Armored Core, played Death Stranding. I played Spider-Man. So I wasn't playing no little games, and they ran pretty good.
Okay, you were playing big games.
Yeah, I mean the resolution is 1080p, so I mean it's not the greatest resolution, but on a smaller screen, it looks pretty good.
And then sometimes you get those.
Of course.
I'm so ready for the Death Stranding too, man.
Same here.
Game. But I fucking love the first one, bro. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to go to it and play it
Listen,
again.
I'm
bro.
almost.
I went
finishing
back into it too. Yeah,
I'm finishing up a playthrough right now. I'm almost at the end of a new playthrough right now. So
that is
one
such
game
a damn
that I
good game.
Two games that I forgot that I want to pick up is Super Mario Wonders and Super Mario RPG. That is actually going to get me to turn my Switch back on, bro. I swear to God, bro. My Switch has been off for so long, bro. It has been off
same
so
here.
long, bro. I don't even know if it worked right now, dog. Like it can be broken. I don't
30
even know.
updates.
Yeah.
I did play. I put about 200 plus hours in Zelda, and I ain't turned it on.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing about that Nintendo, man. They know how to make friggin' hardware. That shit's like that shit like a last. I went to the Nintendo store and they have the thing that was in Desert Storm, the Game Boy, and it was still playable and stuff. I tell you, that Switch got beat the hell out of, and it still works. My Switch is like got thrown around on cars. and all that stuff.
They make some hardware that lasts you.
Dude, they make.
They may not have the best quality, but they make hardware that lasts you.
They make that friggin' hardware,
and they don't drop their damn price in their games either.
Nope, they don't.
Nope. So I think I'm interested. I need some new Switch hardware though, man. This Switch is so underpowered. It's not even.
Oh my god.
The thing is, I wish they would just make two different things. Make that hybrid shit, but then make a console, bro.
Yes,
I would be so cool with that, and they can continue on with that nonsense that they're doing with the Switch, bro. Just give me a fucking console, bro. I don't want that other
dock
shit.
the Switch into.
Something. Let me tell you, if Microsoft ever get on their A game, bro, and really, like, to be honest with you, it's never gonna happen this generation. Absolutely fucking not. That Series S is a fucking like that shit is it's crazy that they even invented that shit, that they even decided to put that shit out on the market, bro. But if maybe next generation or probably the generation after, if they exist,
they said going forward they're gonna keep doing the dual SKU setup thing with even next generation. It's in the leaked documents. So
absolutely. I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. Like
I never.
They got it, bro. I stick with my PC, bro. Like,
I can see. Listen, man. What if third-party devs just say, "Man, fuck this. We're not doing it. Like, we can't continue to make our games on this low-power hardware."
I think that's going to eventually happen.
I mean, you see the Remedy devs; they don't want to make games on this damn piece of shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you before we get out of here, bro. I swear, I hope to God, bro. I pray that PlayStation picks up Remedy, bro. Not even
505 games got them.
Not even to. No, they don't. They're just publishing their stuff.
They publish. Yeah.
Oh, I got okay.
But what I'm saying is because you know the level of quality is gonna stay up there if they do.
Oh,
that's true.
If
Embracer groups get fucking Remedy, they probably gonna go out of business. Niggas.
Oh, they gonna get shut down. They gonna get shut down
1 week.
Probably gonna be their last hoorah. If Tencent pick them up, you probably never gonna hear anything about it or see anything come from it. If NetEase get them, you just gonna see a whole bunch of mobile shit being made, and I'm cool on that. If Microsoft pick them up, forget about it. Just forget about it. Quality through the fucking floor.
You know one company Microsoft can't acquire?
What?
Ubisoft. They can't buy them. So it's part of that. It's part of that deal because they sold their cloud rights off.
Oh yeah, that's right. They can't buy them.
Part of that deal, they're untouchable for like 15 years or something. They can't touch it. So they can't buy Ubisoft. So you don't have to worry about them getting acquired by Microsoft.
Link, what do you mean? That's all it's planned. That's all I hear about. That's exactly the way they planned it.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to go. That's exactly what they planned. When they announced it last January about Activision, it's exactly where they want to go. They're going to sell off the whole cloud division, get the Boosteroid, the Black Nuts again coming on.
Black Nuts. Oh God!
They signed a deal with them. They just sold it to Ubisoft.
Listen,
dude, that's what they do.
Let me tell you, when I look for PlayStation to acquire people, it's for them to stay consistent and move
Right.
up in quality, bruh. It's never because I'm like, yo, I just don't want this shit to be nowhere else. Nigga, they done already showed us PC is where they gonna do shit. And who gives a fuck if they like, let's say they acquire Capcom or Square Enix, right? Nobody gonna be like, yo, don't put shit on the Switch, dog. Like nobody ain't gonna say that.
Nah,
Nobody
this shit's
gonna
going on
fucking
the
say that.
Switch. We already know it.
Because nobody cares. But Microsoft dog ass. Oh hell no, dog. If dog, I swear, if they buy Capcom, I'll never buy another Capcom game. If they buy Square Enix, I would never buy another Square Enix game. You got like
You know where it's
fucked
headed. I mean,
all
you know
the
where
way
it's
up.
gonna be.
Because I am not going to support Square Enix being ran into the fucking ground. I'm not going to support Capcom being ran into the fucking ground, dog. Like it is what it is. And we talk about these remakes and remaster stuff. I mean, bro, Capcom got some classic games that we haven't seen for years. That's why I don't bitch about their remakes. Fucking Resident Evil 2. How old is that game, bro?
That shit is.
I mean,
It's dirt old.
You see what I'm saying? Like stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it came
I
out
don't
like
really care
98,
about that.
97, some shit
But
like
if a game was just made 3 years ago, I'm looking at it sideways. Like, come on, dog. What are we remaking, dog? Like, what are we remastering, bro? Like, that's why I feel some type of way about Naughty Dog. Not because I'm not trying to poke the bear. I'm not trying to poke the bear. But I didn't buy the Last of Us Part 1 remake or remaster, bro.
I bought it when it was dirt cheap.
I didn't. I didn't buy it at all.
I want to play it again with all that DualSense features, better frame rates. I want it. Faster loading. I would love to
I ain't gonna even lie.
I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't want it. I just don't want it at the expense of them taking stuff out of the game.
They're not. Yeah,
or giving me a half big project.
They're not, dude. But you know, Naughty Dog would never.
Nah, they never do that.
See what they do, guys.
Did they take anything out of Part 1? Not that I think.
Multiplayer.
They added shit to Part 1, isn't it?
No.
There's no multiplayer there.
Oh no, because the multiplayer
Oh my
is
God!
already
Somebody
there for the PS4
Black Nuts
version.
is real, dude. They are a proud sponsor of the Gaming Grindhouse. Black Nuts Cloud. They exist. West Coast.
I seen that dude replied to JS2 talking about.
Dude, they're. I'm gonna get some on the show. Talk about the Black Nuts.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
True Virgil was gonna interview them. He knows about nuts.
Nah, but the thing, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If Microsoft, if Microsoft actually pulls off this fucking merger with Activision, bro, I'm cool on Activision, bro. I'm cool on their games, bro. I'm cool on all that shit, dog.
Even the stuff that released on PlayStation, you do.
I'm cool on it, bro. I am cool, bro. I'm telling you, because in about a year or 2, or maybe even 3 years, we're gonna be having this same conversation. Like, damn, dog, Activision was so much better when they were solo, when they was just doing their own thing, bro.
I can agree with that.
Here you go, Westcon. This is for you. This is before we sign off. There you go. There they are, right here. Oh, did they increase their prices? Black Nut. Shame on you. $15.99. What are they like for $14.99? They went up in price. The quality nuts. There they are.
Yo, everybody been going up, bro.
I think they went up in price, man.
What the fuck?
They said upgraded extra hair. Oh shit.
Dude, everybody's going up, bro.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy.
These nuts are
Netflix
not
went
fucking
up.
around.
Netflix went up. Fucking Hulu went up. I think I even got something from Google or Apple saying that their prices were going to increase.
Everything included. We go balls deep. It says, "Oh shit! Oh."
Yo, you know the one thing that can go up that I probably would never do anything
whole
about
family
is YouTube Premium, bruh. That's probably the one thing that I will. They could go up to like $40, bro, and I'll still be like, all right, I'm cool. Because I got the family plan, and everybody in my house uses that shit to fucking skip those ads, bro. So
I know, dude, man. Yeah, they went up, man. The nuts went up. That's right, Niku. Black Nut went up, man. Hey, man,
this is so terrible too. Let me tell you, I get it that it's an option.
They did Boosteroid. They did everybody, but nobody signed a deal with Black Nut.
Wait, no, I thought they did.
No,
Wasn't
they
that how
didn't.
we even found out about Black Nuts in the beginning?
No, they were on. I don't know how the hell I found out about Black
I'm
Nut.
telling you, it was because their name came
they
up.
didn't. They signed with Boosteroid. They signed with somebody else, but they didn't do Black Nut. I was waiting for Black Nut, and that I tweeted them out, and they said, "Yeah, we're Black Nut."
Yeah, man. You know what, man? I will never buy another Xbox console again. I'm done.
Dude, I just want to subscribe and just have
Yo,
like,
bro, none of
I
that
want to
shit.
get an email from Black Nut.
That's why I thought that's the
Microsoft
reason
mentioned
why
them.
they came up. Somebody,
Yeah, I think they were on the list. They were on the list, but I don't think they signed a deal with them. Black Nuts. I think they missed out on Black Nut. Because Phil didn't. It was on their list though. It was on the list that the CMA had of all the things, and they said Black Nut.
Well, it is what it is.
Hey man, it's Ubisoft now. It's Ubi Nut.
You know, I still don't understand. I still don't understand that deal. I don't understand that deal at all.
They divested their whole
Because
cloud
the
business.
cloud, yeah, but the cloud stuff, is that only in the UK?
No, it's everywhere. They
Well, so I think
divested
it's
their whole
everywhere. I'm about
cloud
to say,
business of Activision games to Ubisoft.
Yeah, CMA still need to go ahead and block that, bro.
Yeah.
They need after their review, they need to go ahead and say hell no to that.
They divested the whole cloud gaming.
They should divest
Activision
everything.
games. Ubisoft determines where they get released, what games get put on the services. It's not even touched by Microsoft.
No way.
That's what it is. That's what the concession was. Just this plan.
You know, it does make sense though. It does make sense. You know why I say? You know why I say it does make sense? Because Ubisoft was real big on Stadia. They were the first people to jump in and throw all of their games and shit on Stadia, bro. Then
Ubisoft
other people
jumps in
follow.
on everything.
Yeah, and then other people follow. Ubisoft says that they see cloud gaming being like Netflix, and I keep trying to say, Ubisoft, that's a fucking pipe dream. It's different when you're passively watching something versus when you're actively playing something, bro.
Yep.
Big,
Same here.
huge
I agree.
fucking difference. Huge fucking difference, bro. It's not gonna work out, my guy. Even though Stadia was good, Stadia still had lag and latency, bro, because it's not something that you can just conveniently fucking fix.
And by the way, guys, the bad thing about a service is its price always just goes up.
Yeah.
It don't ever stop going up. It's going to keep creeping up and up and up. And Phil said in an interview I read that he said it's natural for the price to increase on the service. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's another price increase. Not this year, but I think next year Game Pass will get another price increase. And at what price is it not a good deal anymore?
Dude, look at PlayStation went up in price. They threw us
It's not a good deal, right? Look, it's not a good deal right now at this particular point. You know why? Because you lose an entire library of games. When those games leave from out of that service, or when the next generation come and they, figure out what they're gonna do with those library of games, because it's not just gonna stay there. Even their first party shit is just not gonna stay there, bro. If they actually have a new generation, they're gonna try and drip feed them the same games that they were already paying for on the last gen. And the thing is, they have no rights to anything. They don't own anything. You don't own
nothing.
Anything.
Nothing.
You just have a license to play as long as you're paying.
Mm-hmm. And you got to pay forever. If you're not buying games, you can't stop paying for that.
That's right. Well, we'll
Right,
see what
is it
happens.
is.
Supposedly by the end of the week, we'll find out if the CMA goes ahead and all this other stuff. So stay tuned here. I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. We're going to play a Game Pass song, and we are out.
Oh, I ain't hear that.
Guys.
I ain't hear that in so long.
Oh, here it is, baby.
It's
favorite song.
They're all on Game Pass.
We need an updated one.
What to play first and what
to play last. Cause they're all on Game Pass. Oh yeah!
Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer, baby, let's go!
this AI. I got straight up video.
Oh, you should never be screaming a man's name like that, bro. Some